Hey, Erin. Happy Wednesday. Let me turn Instagram on real quick. Am I live? Oh, there it is. All right, so great. We're live on Instagram. So that is done. And let me take the captions down. Okay, let me make sure that is muted too. Muted, perfect. Okay, coming back. All right. Okay. Hey, everyone. Okay. So, yeah, this is Wednesday. It is Who Started You On Podcast, and this is Reality Krista Marie. And this is probably one of the best freaking, whatever we're doing. I don't want to say recap because I don't know if I really want to recap it, but I do have a lot of notes. I am going to, hi, everybody. I do have a lot of people. Let me say hi to everybody real quick. But do hit the like, so let me do all this stuff. Hit the like button, subscribe button. We're live right now. We are on Instagram Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube. You guys can hear me okay, right? And you guys are getting excited. I love you guys. I'm gonna drop the calling link, but you guys have to let me get. I know that we all talk a lot and everything. Oh, thank you. But I do. I'll just make my points. I'll drop the calling link and then I'll drop it in like 15, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'll just get through a couple minutes and we'll do it because I know you all have opinion and everybody. Okay, Erin, I love you so much. If you can, will you link Manny's stuff in the chat? And like I think I saw somebody else in the chat. And has anybody has a channel in the chat, please link for me. And then I'll make sure I do it in the description also. So I'm assuming if you didn't watch the Salt Lake reunion part 1, it wasn't. Listen, we know that we're not getting much right now, right? But it was pretty good for what we had. And I think it was pretty telling either. I'm busy. Well, hey, save them so we can pull them up later. Okay. So if you're listening on the Who Started You On podcast side, please know that I'm not speaking to myself. I'm speaking to everyone, but I have a live chat going. So that is who I'm talking to, and you guys as well. But I'll do my best to keep my let you know what my comments are saying. But then I will have the link dropped and I will have people. You'll hear us all talking. So also use the chapters and the transcript if you want to listen to all of it, because we get to a lot of different stuff after we talk about the episode. We usually talk about life and our opinions and why we form those opinions, as far as all the housewives and the reality stars that we talk about. So, you guys are so nice. How gorgeous I am. I don't feel it. Thank you so much. I don't like all the weight that I've gained, but that's okay. Let's see what else I got going on. So yeah, follow seriously, like that stuff. Salt Lake City. Okay, let's get started. So, first of all, I don't even remember looking at the looks before, but I thought everybody looked gorgeous. Okay, I'm just gonna say that off the front. I don't know what's going on with Heather's face. I'm assuming that the comment about being inbred has gotten to her, and she has either filled her face with fillers or sucked some stuff out. I don't know what's going on, but if I look at her, and Watch What Happens Live last year, and now, but that's not what we're here to talk about. And oh yes, I did a poll. I forgot, guys. I did a Who Started You On poll. I wanted to see whatever. Let me just check that real quick in Instagram. I just did it in Instagram. Let me see what that says. I said, we thought about Monica before, if we liked her before, if you were Team Monica, if anything has changed. Oh, I see she posted something. I'll have to pull that up later too. Let me see the poll. So let's see. Ooh. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Are you Team Monica? 100% yes. Are you Team Monica? Post, but 100% yes. All right. Well, just to be honest, only 2 people voted. So, and I was one of them. So, okay. So we have one Team Monica here. So am I. And listen, I have a feeling that I don't know if. Listen, I know a lot of you aren't Team Monica, but I don't know what, like, everything that she is. All right, let's get into the notes. I don't want to get ahead. Let's get into the notes. So we start with Andy, right? Oh my God. First, I loved when Andy walks or when the girls walk in and Andy calls Lisa and Heather bad leather. And at first I didn't get it, because I'm a little slow. I'm a Teresa slow. You know what I mean? And then I realized what he was talking about. I basically called them leather faces, because now we have Heather, like I said, she's completely tan like Lisa. And look, I have a tanning bed in my house. I tan every day before I come here. Do I look over tanned? I mean, I like natural tan. I don't get the spray tan. I think it looks orange. Look at them. They look orange. Do I look orange to you guys? Do I even look tan to you guys? I mean, I don't hope I don't look like that. Put it that way. So he literally only says hi to Monica. Monica's down. They all look gorgeous. I think Monica, I'm not just saying this because I'm Team Monica, but she is gorgeous. She is naturally, I mean, I don't want to say naturally pretty because, like, I know she's had a lot of work like I have, but she doesn't look like it. I mean, she doesn't look like she's had work. She just looks like I think she looks like she's in, I don't know how old she is. I think her late 20s. But anyway, the only outfit I didn't like was Whitney. I heard a lot of people say it looked like silly string, and then I looked at it again. It does look like silly string. And you know what? Whitney's gorgeous. Erin, half glass full. Or did I say that right? Half glass half full. Let's see. Anyway, but so first of all, like, it's just Whitney's gorgeous. And so they all really are pretty ladies. I mean, Meredith's a little dusty for me, but I don't know. When they all sat down, Andy really only said hi to Monica. And if you don't believe me, go rewatch it. Okay. And he called the other ones leather. So, and they also show a preview, right? So Heather says something about if she thinks Jen Shah was here. And I just said her hair may be something too. It's exactly what I would say. I would say if she had her hair differently, I would maybe be a little. I didn't like her hair, and then I didn't like the dress, and I just Meredith's pictures didn't look as good as she did on the reunion. And Meredith's pictures, it looks like she has Princess Leia braids, but then I looked and she didn't. But so anyway, so Monica sits down, but then Andy starts and he says something to Heather. The first thing Andy has to do is take another 5 years off my life. Because what does he do first? It's about Jen Shah. Why is she the first thing that comes up, right? But I guess it's pretty funny. The other day he did say his mazel was laughing at the fact that he clowned Jen Shah for sending a tweet from prison. When I find out that it's Murillo that runs her account. Did you guys know that Murillo guy? I was under the impression that Murillo was part of the Von Teese account. I don't know if I'm crazy. Can you guys also link Jenny Bravo? Jenny from Bravo and Blaze. If you get a chance, or I'll do it. Can you link her channel? Because I'm just going to cite her interview real quick. She did an interview with Murillo yesterday. This is the guy who I thought was part of Von Teese. But however, he's Team Jen Shah. Okay, well now he's Team Jen Shah. Okay. And he basically was contradicting himself the whole time. And maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not. Please link it I can link the interview, but it was 18 hours ago. They're not Team Monica. That's fine. I love Jenny Blaze. Jenny, if you've seen this, I'm sorry if I was reading your comments. I just couldn't help myself. I hope you knew what I meant. He basically admitted, he basically said that, Heather knew about the account. Heather's known about Von Teese since 2019. I'm sorry, 2021. Okay. And I'll show you why. It's for the cease and desist. Okay. And that's what he kept saying first. But then he's trying to say that Heather didn't know that Monica was the same Monica. I doubt that. Anyway. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So Jenny Bravo and Blaze podcast. She's on YouTube, but she did an interview with Murillo, who is in a couple interviews is the guy who I thought it was a part of Von Teese, but apparently he is like a hanger-oner, and now he's Jen Shah's social media person. He's the one who, when Jen Shah calls from prison, 2021, whenever the cease and desist came out, which I believe I thought the date was sometime in 2021. And I'll show you. Okay, I have it all saved. But anyway, so the fact that Andy says, Heather, what did you think about the season? I heard you said that if you didn't think that Jen Shah was here, that anybody would, or what did you say? Something like, we would have any the viewership, whatever. And Heather says, she thought, which we all thought too, that the show would suck, which it did, without Jen Shah's criminalistic behavior. But if you guys haven't realized, what we're doing is we're rehashing everything about Jen Shah. Her assistants, the screaming and the yelling, the person who was a witness against her, Heather backing her the fuck up, the black eye gate, the fact that she's lying about Von Teese, she knew about Von Teese. Put it this way. If you have a person that's part of Von Teese on a cease and desist, okay, Tanisha. Well, Tanisha, actually, the worst part about it is Tanisha never told Heather she was part of Von Teese because the cease and desist didn't know Tanisha was on there. We're going to get to that part, though. Heather is the one who calculated this entire thing. Heather has known the entire season. She had Tanisha. That's where Tanisha was secretly recording Monica. I mean, come on now. Talk about fucking hypocrisy. But anyway. But I'm going to go in order. I promise. I'm going to go in order. Okay. I did all that stuff. Okay. So, yeah. So, actually, Heather says, yeah, I thought everybody she has drama and toxicity. She never says, mention of, they thought we want fraud and criminalistic behavior, because that's exactly what we said. So, we never said that we didn't want toxicity and drama, Heather. What we said is we don't want to fuck you anymore, because we don't care about your black eye gate, because you tried to make it something and we don't care. And I'm going to tell you guys something else. Jen Shah told Dana Wilkie, she actually left Dana Wilkie a message, I can even play it for you, stating, thank you for sticking up for me, because Dana has said Jen Shah did not violently give Heather the black eye. She is lying. If anything, she said, what she heard from Jen Shah and another source is that Heather, either Jen Shah opened the door and it hit Heather in the eye, and that's how it happened. It was a complete accident, and that's how it hit her in the eye, or something like she hit it on the sink. Her first story was she hit it on the sink. That's what she told everyone. I don't know why she's lying about this. I don't know why she's trying to make us think that Jen punched her in the face. She's making it sound like she protected her because she did something criminalistic, like violently against the law. It's not against the law to accidentally hit somebody with the door when you open a door. Remember, I had a concussion from that. Remember in BravoCon, New York, I opened the door and I had a concussion because somebody accidentally opened the door, and you know what I mean? So, okay. Oh, I got the receipts, guys. Okay. So anyway, newsflash, Heather, like I said, she had black eye gate. Oh my God. I keep saying, my phone doesn't understand me, right? I say black eye gate. You know what it keeps saying? Black guy dick. I'm like, Jesus, stop. My Jersey, black eye, Heather's black eye D-I-C-K, because of my Jersey accent, and I guess Siri just doesn't really understand me. But that's because it's in my notes. But anyway, so like I said, either something she hit her in the head with the door or something by accident. Jen tried to get in her door, which why then are you going to make up a story about? Why are you covering that up? The whole thing is, if it's not criminal, why did you cover it up? Why did you take 2 years? Why did you still, I mean, Heather, I don't know who lied to you and told you we cared about your black eye, but you only conveniently now are talking about it because you want to call out somebody else. And you don't want to protect the fraud anymore. You don't want to protect the criminal. But she didn't even purposely do it. And you know why? She keeps saying it. Jen said she's going to sue. And I never, in a million years, did you ever think I would agree with Jen Shah? Never in a million years will I ever do that again. Probably never again. On this thing, I will have to say that I keep calling her a violent fraud. And if Heather's lying, I don't want to keep using this keyword, the dangerous word. I keep thinking I feel like we're overusing it. But we have been called dangerous as bloggers for sticking up for Monica. But guys, did you see that? Did you see that flash? I know you all saw the flash. I don't know where it came from. Anyway, okay. Hold on. Oh my God. All right. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. I gotta lock my door. You're not welcome. Please go. Please go. Please go. Go. I'm live at my podcast. Go. Thank you. Sorry about that. We'll discuss that later. I love you. Okay. So anyway, listen, if the season, thinking about this way, the season desist came out about it in 2021. Do you really think Jen Shah kept that from her bestie Heather the entire time? And if she did, that's even worse, because then you let Tanisha and Monica around you, right? Okay. So anyway, so either she didn't punch her, okay, and Jen Shah said she will sue if she keeps saying that. So I don't know why they had to make up a story. Like I said, now we're still talking about everything with Jen Shah. What did I tell you about this chick? It's like, and please, I don't want to say that she's coming back, but I want to put this to bed. We need to put all this to bed. And I just really would love, hi QD, hi everybody, love you guys. I see you coming in, but you see how I get sidetracked. But thank you everybody for being here, by the way. So yeah, I feel like it was an accident, all right? So again, did producers tell Heather to lie for this entire time? I don't understand that. So but again, with the cease and desist, Tanisha's name's not on there. Tanisha's working for Heather. We know Tanisha's a part of Von Teeth because she showed us, okay? She admitted it. She had a conscious attack, remember? So you were working for Heather. I keep repeating this, but you were working for, oh God, you have balls to call out Monica. That's what I keep saying. But anyway, where the scratches come from. I don't know where the scratches came from. Maybe Heather did them herself. And then, guys, remember this. On that trip, Heather got up and started drinking at 5 in the fucking morning. Oh, there's my cursing. 5 in the morning. So by that, she drank all day long and then all night long and then back to the morning again. So 24 hours of drinking, Heather. How do you remember what happened to your eye? Like, you literally said you didn't remember. You lied so much. First, you didn't know. Then you didn't know. You didn't remember. There's an investigation. So you had to have lied because they didn't find anything. So, like, did you protect a violent criminal? Why are you lying about it now? And you got the effing balls. They keep saying that Monica's dangerous and we can't have this toxicity introduced into our Housewives franchise. Really? Because I'm going to go on a list of things that they've way worse done to each other, okay? And everybody's just like, oh, forgiven. Oh, it's forgiven. Fucking, kumbaya fucking ya at fuck Monica, right? But they're all kumbaya. All of a sudden they forgive each other for everything. Hot mic moment, but we'll get there anyway. Make us think Jen Shah did it. How's that gonna fucking work, Heather? How's that gonna work? And I hope to God the reunion was a while ago. Like the exposure, the fact that you knew about Von Teese and you screamed and yelled at that finale like you just found out. And how does it feel that you explain to me why Heather's still working for you? And Manny, I know you're there. I know you guys are dying to call. I'll get halfway through and I'll put the thing down because listen, just take notes and just we'll go back and talk about this stuff. But again, until Heather explains Black Eye Gate, I really want to like ban her or something. I want her just like to go away. And the funny thing is, has she even said anything? I haven't seen anything from Heather. If anybody knows, can you please, when I drop the call link, either send it to me because I will pull it up and look at it. I will pull up everything else. I want to know what the hell she has to say for herself because she now knows. I mean, come on. Like, why are you saying? Oh, anyway, so let me bring up the cease and desist for you guys, okay? The cease and desist and the Morello guy. That's what blew my mind seeing him on that interview. I was shocked. Yeah. Well, again, watch out, Mimo. You're going to hurt yourself. You'll bring yourself. Watch your brain. Come here, lover. Come here, judgy cats. So, yeah. The cease and desist. Do you guys want to see it or no? I'll show you the date because this is the date. And you tell me that Heather didn't know about this, right? Let me pull up the cease and desist. How do I do that? Oh, Dana's Patreon. You guys can still see me, right? I know. I always ask you that stupid question. I'll share it in a second. I just want you to read it. I want you to read the date on this, okay? So Jen Shah gave this cease and desist to Monica and the people on the account on Von Teese, right? I'll tell you how long ago this was. I kept saying 2022. It's actually 2021. Okay, that account has not been active, right? They weren't allowed to use it. They got a cease and desist, guys. You know that, right? Okay, so I keep saying that. I thought I saved it, but sorry. Hi, bud. They're going to see you in a second. I know. You're so excited. I told you you were going to be on camera today. I told you would. I told you would. Okay. All right. Cease and desist, Dana. Thank you. It's kind of wild that. And I also have screenshots of her talking to Von Teese. Dana talking to Von Teese, okay? Talking to her, Monica, for like a 2 year straight. All the stuff that she sent her. We'll get to the cease and desist part. There it is. Oh, she's got that thing. What's this? More Dana talking about. This is that. Okay, okay. I didn't know I could do this little thing right here. Move. Come on. Oh my, she has got screenshots of her and Monica talking. You guys got to go to Dana's Patreon. I really want to read you guys the cease and desist, but it's a pain in the ass to get pulled up. But anyway, the cease and desist, it's crazy. So you mean to tell me that you sent a cease and desist to one of your employees, and then that employee leaves and actually goes and works for you, and you don't tell your bestie? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy. And you let this girl work for you? Because even if like Tanisha wasn't on it, even if Tanisha wasn't on it, she knew about it, okay? But she was on it, and she never told Heather. But she says she just told Heather, right? She just told Heather, so I think Heather did know about it. What we think Heather probably just found out is that Tanisha was Von Teese as well in the finale, okay? I will bring up the seasons, I promise. Okay. But in September 2021, okay, I was going to bring it up. You mean tell Heather guy? Yeah, her bestie, right? It makes no sense. So Tanisha lied for an entire 2 years, and she didn't tell her girl that she's like, look, I'm talking shit. And again, we keep saying it's talking about the other ladies. Dana even said, I have 2 years of conversations, and she's never once brought up any of the other ladies' things. Whoever Von Teese was, Dana was talking to in the Von Teese account, sending gossip about Jen Shah, none of it was about the other ladies. So if you don't, that's what I said. I want to see suppose exactly. Listen, I feel like where were we at? Somebody, okay, I don't know if it was on the interview with Jenny Blaze's interview, but she was asking she was asking Murillo, where are all the DMs? Where's all the DMs and stuff about the other ladies? And he's like, oh, well, they nobody can find them. Nobody can find. All of a sudden, nothing. They're all gone. All gone. Right? All gone. For 2 years, I got bullied, they said, right? So I'm like, you guys gotta watch this interview. You kind of like skip through it. Jenny Blaze does a great job. I think she's on his side, but I think I could tell she was kind of like thinking stuff too. She was asking him questions, but like she's like, why do you think why they would do that or something? And I don't know if it's because she believes him or what, or I don't know. I think maybe he was contradicting himself, but anyway, so Andy tries to get Heather to we saw where he actually asked her about the black eye gate again, and you see them. This is like a future thing, and she puts her head down, and everybody's like, "Oh God, here we go, Heather. Tell everybody how it happened." I don't think so, Heather. What are you going to do? Like, what are you going to say? And then Andy, for 2 years, has said Jen did it. Jen did it. Like he's like, "What do you think Jen did it?" Like he actually doesn't know, right? And if he does know, he's pissed at fucking Jen Shah, which he hates Jen Shah, and I think he hates Heather now too. I think he looks at Heather like she's a problem because I didn't know. I thought he was on the Von Teese. Why do we believe Merlo? I don't believe anything Merlo says. I don't now. But yeah. So they make the set look like the Bermuda Triangle, right? And then they skim back to the finale. It reminds you of all in the finale at the very end, how all of them tried to fight Monica, right? How they all tried to. They were all, each one of them, everything they were screaming at her, each fight, right? Okay. Dangerous though, right? She's dangerous. She's so dangerous, right? But anyway, so Lisa Whitney, Heather, the Archangel Prayer. Okay. Yeah, I said I have no doubt he dates Jen, definitely. And it's like if Andy didn't know that Jen Shah did it, and if he didn't know that Heather was going to keep this going and try to make this still a storyline, I don't think he would have. I think he would have shut it down because he knows he's got to know how tired of it we are, and he's got to know that we don't really give a shit. And no matter what, we're going to think that she did. Heather Face, good one. We're going to call her Heather Face. Yes, I started calling her Leatherface. But then I'm like being mean. And I'm like, well, maybe I look like Leatherface. I didn't know that she was against Monica. But, I love Jenny. Me and her, we're blazers. But I think that Lisa looks old. I'm just saying. She looks good, but for an older woman. You can see the difference now. I used to think Lisa was the prettiest one on the cast. Now I think Monica is. Can somebody tell me how old Monica is, please? Is she like in her 30s yet? 34-ish, maybe? I think she looks like she's in her 20s no matter what. Let me see if she's watching us. I don't think she is. I don't think she really likes me very much. You think she would, but am I frozen on Instagram? Hi, Instagram. There. Instagram. I can't see. Instagram looks very strange to me. Hopefully I'm live on there. I don't know, guys. Oh, shoot. I never turned it on. You guys, I didn't turn it on. Oh, my God. Okay. I just turned it on. That was bad. Okay. Hi, Instagram. Sorry about that. If you do see me on Instagram, I'm going to just tell them to come over to YouTube. Hey. Okay. People are coming out. Sorry, I didn't turn it on right away. If you guys, I'm not going to be able to see your comments. It sucks. But, if you come over to YouTube, I'm live over YouTube, too. So, right now, everybody that's on Instagram, if you're watching, we're live on all of the things. X, YouTube, all of it. So, yeah. She's 40? Monica's 40? I didn't know she was that much. I'm not saying I'm 46. She looks like she's in her 20s, but yeah. So what did we start at the ring? Okay, so Lisa, I don't know why we had to start with this ring. I feel like they started to just get into stuff where like I don't think that anybody really thought that Monica stole the ring. I also didn't know that I didn't realize that Lisa never shut it down. So Monica's 40. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. She looks so good for age. I mean, wow. So I would be paying for that work. I mean, her work looks good to me, but anyway, but like, so the scenes with Lisa, I don't know. Something about the Louis Vuitton bag. Oh, he asked Monica about the Louis Vuitton bag. In the very beginning, I was saying, because that scene with the Louis Vuitton bag, I thought that was pretentious. I just thought, poor little rich girl crying that she had to buy a Louis Vuitton bag. I'm like, that's rich people problems right there, okay? But anyway, we know now that Andy thought it was cute. So, it was touching, blah, blah, blah. Monica says that they're all rich and flawless, and that's why she did it. But again, I'm like, you come with your own baggage, girl. Like, you come with your own major shit that we don't like, that you didn't have to even make up. You didn't have to try. You're gorgeous. You market yourself amazing. Like, like all of your, everything she does, like on Instagram, like she's gorgeous. She just knows how to market herself. So she's a typical, like, she's a good housewife. Then to me, she still hasn't done anything any different than any other housewife has done to each other. Okay. And I could go down the line on every franchise. I know that the Salty podcast, Dallin Thorpe, they have a whole list of apologies that are due on the reunion. I'm going to read them to you, and in case he doesn't come up. And he has a really good intro for their podcast, and I would like to link that podcast too. And I have to remember to do that. It's a Salty podcast, I think, the Salty Housewife podcast. Oh my God, I'm awful. Hold on. You guys, largely you have them in our you have them in our chat, right? Yeah. So anyway, you guys, like, I get a lot of information from either Dana or I go to them because he has an inside source there, and even though he's not allowed to tell me a lot of stuff, I can guess, and basically, but I suggest you follow the podcast. I'm trying to get them to come up here and call in. I told them that they do not have to put the, show their face on camera, but I would love if they would. Like I said, no, I don't know why people think that Monica is so horrible and that you think she's getting fired. I would like to know. So when I drop the call link and you guys come up here, please let me know if anybody that is not pro Monica tells me why they think she should be fired. Okay. And and then if she should be fired, why anybody else shouldn't be fired then? Okay. Why wouldn't it be? Yes, I know, right? A menace to society. Really? Really? Because you're talking about the same people that are like kind of still protected this biggest fraud in housewife history, besides Tom Girardi. They're up there with each other, okay? But again, I don't really care about Lisa's $58,000 ring. And I wish they would have went back when they talk about the $60,000 ring. She's like, I didn't say it that much. And oh my God, did you hear what she said again? Now, it's a push ring. It was a push gift because Jack, unfortunately, she almost lost him. I guess when she was giving birth, I don't know. When she started to say that, I was like, what are you, Lisa, what are you talking about? I was like, I'll rewind. I said, look at my husband. He goes, that's not, he goes, that's why. He's like, first he's like, she lost a $58,000 ring. And I was like, yeah, we think she's lying, but and he goes, no. Oh, George was like, oh, it's a shame. She almost started crying. It was Henry. She said something about that, and I just couldn't even believe. Like, I don't know why you didn't say that before. The rumor out there about Monica taking it, I really don't know why that. So Bravo was kind of making it like they were kind of like kept crawling back to her, like I don't know what, making it seem like I guess Bravo wanted us to know that maybe Lisa did think that Monica did it, and that was Bravo's way of letting us know, kind of like kept put the camera onto Monica, and then we find out Monica wasn't even into the bathroom until thank you, until 60 minutes or 30 minutes after she lost it to help her look for it, and then help her look for it. And again, she's like, oh, I have insurance. She literally kept saying it was no big deal because she has insurance on it. But then again, she said yes, thank you. Yes. Hold on. Yes, exactly. Do you really think that she would have not told us that story in the very beginning, because we have been saying to her, stop talking about your ring. When Lisa first was talking about the ring, and Monica said, you're being whatever she said to her, it's like, okay, now Lisa, at this point, you said you didn't stop the narrative that Monica stole it. So to me, you might have been a part of the takedown. I think maybe Lisa is one of the worst ones. And when you said that the future, when we see the future and it says, and Monica says Lisa and was it Lisa and Angie were the worst ones? You know what she's talking about? With the Von Teese account. Sending information to the Von Teese account. Okay. The word Lisa. Okay. And I don't have proof of that yet, but that's what I heard from a very good source. So the sentimental ring, she didn't literally, I didn't see any tears or anything. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. The other thing, the ring was only $4,000. Allegedly. Lisa was tripping over her words when somebody was like kind of questioning her. Like, she's like, wait, you didn't say that. Like, Monica's, Lisa's like, wait, I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm feeling like, I don't know. Like, why did you really even lose a ring? I'm going to have to ask my friend Liz Cross, if you're watching, Psychic Liz Cross. I'm going to have to need you to channel that day or like remote view that day and find out what happened to the ring, please. Thank you. And I will pay you for it. No, I'm just kidding. There's a lot of times where so she's a psychic and I always go to her for information. She's a remote viewer, she mind prober, a really good medium, Psychic Liz Cross on YouTube. But anyway, she does a lot of celebrities and stuff, and she'll mind probe people and find out the truth. Like she did it with Matthew Perry. It's just really interesting. But I'm going to have to ask her to literally probably like remote view the day that Lisa says she lost a ring. Because now I need to know where this ring is. I need to know if there was a ring, what is behind the ring. I believe maybe that there was a ring about, something about John gave it to her, but I don't think that she really lost that ring. She probably lied to John too. Because I don't think he would be behind her big old lie. Exactly. Her reaction does not match her story. And then the fact that she said, I'm sorry, and argues with Monica, she kept looking at Monica like she thought Monica stole it. And I'm like, you are part of Heather's takedown. Acting like you didn't know about Von Teese. And again, Heather's going to keep Von Teese over the entire time during the show. Keep it to herself. But throw parties for Monica, forgive her, tell her that she wants to be her friend. So it's like, really, Heather, you knew about Von Teese this entire time, so you actually acted like you didn't know who Monica was? Who's the dangerous one? Who's the liar now? And again, do the math, guys. Does it make any sense? We're going to find out. Okay. I wish, honestly, I'm going to drop a call in links too, because I really wish that people had the proof of this would call in. I'm sorry, right there. Literally, the cease and desist tells me everything you need to know. Like Jen Shaw sends a cease and desist to somebody that works for Monica or works for Heather, and then her best friend or whatever, and you don't tell your bestie. Wow. That seems like maybe Heather wanted the Von Teese account that kept going, and they wanted to set Monica up, right? I don't think Monica took the bait, but I think Tanisha was like, oh, I'm going to secretly record Monica. I'm going to still pretend to be her friend, right? And we're going to secretly record her. So that's when Heather brings up the recording. So she's like, we're going to secretly record her. And Heather keeps making this inbred face like she's got something on Monica. You guys, oh my God. Her glare, first of all, her other eye looks like somebody. Oh, yeah, well, here's Judgy Cat. Say hi, Judgy Cat. She's been waiting all day. I love her. Say hi, baby loves. Come here, give me kisses, please. Come here, give me kisses. Come here. Come up here and give it to me. You've been waiting all day. She loves being in front of the camera. Okay, Aaron says, it seemed to me every person reacts differently. Put her on. I'm trying to put her on. She's been reacting different every sign. This is the first time, Aaron. Like, she really just, listen, I don't think she really lost her ring, okay? And as calculated as Heather is, like, you don't think so. You probably don't think Heather is calculated either, right? I actually believed Heather just had to find out about Trump. I really believed her in the finale, right? So basically, they allow Monica to bring up these rumors about her, right? They allowed the rumors not to be shut down about her stealing the ring. And basically, we find out there was a narrative out there, but I don't remember hearing it. I really never thought she stole it. I didn't think Heather had one. I don't think Lisa had one to begin with, right? So for people to call Lisa a liar, right? Or, Lisa's a liar. Monica's a liar, but Lisa, I think you're the liar. Like, we definitely know that, like, you didn't shut down the rumors about Monica stealing the ring if there was any, because you just said, oh no, I kept it to myself. So you did think it, and you kept it to yourself. What made you think Monica stole the ring instead of anybody else? Why Monica? Monica wasn't even in the bathroom when you lost it, asshole. So you want to bring up the video proof of the fact that she wasn't in the bathroom when you lost it? Yeah. Erin said she didn't believe Heather's finale. It seemed produced only because it didn't make any sense. Because all of a sudden we're forgetting about how we yelled at Meredith for 3 weeks, and we're not bringing up anything that was said about the other ladies, right? At one point, so I think this is where Angie starts to say something, and Monica says, "Shut the fuck up, you benchwarming bitch." I mean, if anything, we didn't even get into anything. We didn't even get into like the shit of stuff. We didn't get into like, I don't know. We haven't gotten into Avantis at all. And she's already shutting shit down. And I'm telling you, that's my opinion watching it. She shut Angie down a lot. And you know, when Angie tried to kind of blame Monica again when she was arguing with Lisa about their friendship, it didn't make any sense, right? So yeah, sentimental, blah blah blah. Okay, is there any way people will call Lisa a liar? Heather keeps making these ridiculous faces, and she's gazing at Monica. So she pulls out. She goes, "Oh, real quick. So Monica, did you want to work for Jen Shaw?" I forget how that came up. Is that right when she brought it up? So anyway, I think it was like Andy asked her about working for Jen Shaw or something, and she says, which it kind of, I was like, oh my God, she needs me to be her counsel. She is not. She's not following the script. You're supposed to say that you worked for Jen Shaw in hopes of getting paid as her assistant, and then she never paid you. Instead, she goes, "No, I worked for her for free." And she's like, I was her friend. And then Heather's like, and then Monica's like, "What do you want? What are you snickering for?" And Andy's like, Heather, what's wrong? She's like, let me play a recording for you real quick. So she has a recording that was illegally recorded, right, by Tanisha, sent to her hairdresser Heather while they're on the show. And all it is a recording. And it's like, yes, I wanted to work for Jen because it was a leg up. I was doing it as a stepping stone. Nothing incriminating. All it proves is that she wanted to get on the show. Well, guess what? She literally said, I signed up for the show. So why wouldn't I do that to try to be on the show? And then she also has a recording saying that or that she was not going to do anything any longer because she did not want to jeopardize her credibility for the show. But who's jeopardizing her credibility? Heather. An interview? No. I think it was a recording that she, yeah, I'll find out where it was from, but like, yeah, either way, not inside 30 minutes. Yeah. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Anyway, and there's another thing. How many times have I taken my ring off, right? And you guys hear what it sounds like when it drops on the floor? Imagine what that sounds like. If you're in a bathroom and a big ring like that hits the floor, I'm sorry, you're really not going to, I don't think you can really lose it in a bathroom like that. Like, hold on. All right, let me get into the comments because I'm seeing stuff right here. I know, as much as I love Dana, she doesn't have proof. Okay. As I love Dana, she doesn't have proof or has revealed the reason why she thinks it's a brother. Oh, that part. Yeah, I was going to ask her about that. I think, honestly, we know she talks to, hey, Freddie, can you please link Freddie's channel, please? Because she talks to the other Angie, right? I think that's where she gets her information. And I don't think Angie H is a liar. She doesn't want to be on the show again, But that recording to me just proves that if you know where that recording came from, but anyway, the fact that Heather has it, and we also know that Tanisha said, I have 1,500 recordings of Monica that I have secretly put away. You also said that you're not friends with anymore because it's growth. No, that's not growth. How's that growth? It's growth. You say, I'm going to pretend to be her friend, but I really wasn't. You pretended to be your friend still, though. You said you stopped being your friend because it was growth. And then you secretly record her. And then as soon as you and Heather were done with it, that's when you said it was growth. That's right. You said it was growth after that. But you're still like literally saying that she's classless. You guys also know, too, that Monica's getting death threats and stuff. Angie H wasn't as back. She's not. Yeah, I know. I think Angie H should have been back. Reality Time Freddy. I know. I love him. Anyway, I just feel like Heather, she tries to get Monica to reveal about the email that she sent Bravo. First of all, again, This is not new news, Heather. Just because you guys didn't have to apply, which is crazy. Heather says she's the one. I don't know how, Heather. She's the one that referred Jen Shah, so this is all Heather's fault. I mean, Heather seems like she thinks she's so calculated, but like you said, they're really kind of horrible actresses. And it's like an entire contradiction. You're saying all these things about Monica, but in the meantime, you're trying to fight her. You're saying she's the one who's dangerous. You're trying to fight her over DMs she never even said. You're trying to fight her over exposing the criminal, right? So that stupid recording, whatever. And then at one point, oh my God, Heather, Monica saying something. Heather whispers this. No, that's not what she said. I'm like, oh my God, Heather. She's like, you know, she thought she was like saying, she thought she was revealing something good. And all she said was it was a stepping stone. And yeah, she wanted to get on the show, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? If you're forcing her to say that, you know, it's like, stop acting like you didn't want to get on the show either. Okay. You all wanted to be on the show. Heather, you were all fans. Heather, you said it. And if you don't think Morello's a fucking fan, I can tell he is now. And you know, Tanisha said they're all not fans. I mean, come on. You got jealous because Monica got on the show. You guys helped her get there. She backs out. She's like, look, I can't, you know, I'm not going to, you know, even after talking to Dana for like, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years, she's like, okay, you know, like now I'm on the show. I'm going to, you know, she's like, I can't talk to you anymore through this account. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of screenshots, but none of them are about the other ladies. It's like all about Jen Shah, questions about Jen Shah, blah, 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 blah. And like I said, if there's stuff we're missing, please somebody bring them to me. Show me proof that Monica or Von Teese account per Monica said anything about the other ladies. Anything that the DMs, even if the DMs were sent from Angie to that account, show me that they were leaked. Show me that Von Teese leaked them about the other ladies, not Jen Shah. Okay. I'll drop the link in a little bit. So anyway, she says that she didn't get paid, which I got pissed off, but she said that. I don't know why I don't know why Jen would have said she's an assistant, but then not pay them. She said she was trying to straighten out Jen's life. Jen had 16 assistants. Okay. We obviously know that she wasn't really, a place wasn't a real job. So those assistants weren't real. She offered Stubert Chains to commit fraud instead of getting paid, and he did. They both stole millions of dollars. They also did try to get Monica to do that. That is not a lie. Like I said, as her counsel, I wouldn't act as her counsel. I wish she would have literally said, when she asked me to commit fraud, that's when I got like, you know, like antennas go up and you're like, oh shit, I'm working for somebody that's going to prison or basically wants me to commit fraud and she must be committing fraud. And then her friend finds out, says, no, he said she's going to prison. So obviously, then she says she called the feds. I'm like, oh, Monica. I didn't say we talked about this, but I'm like, Monica, you're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to say they called you when you talked to your friend and you found out she was going to prison. You had your friend, you told him that she wanted you to fraud 600 million or 600,000. I forget what it is, something about 600,000. So you want to do this, you can become rich. And Monica was like, no, it's weird. I can't, that's like weird. That's illegal. And then she offers herself up and I'm like, oh God, here we go. I'm going to have to say at that part, I was a little upset with her because I'm like, that's not what we said. That's not what really, I mean, you could have presented it the way I said it. Because again, it just shows why you would want to expose her if she screwed you over and didn't pay you. I know there's other reasons, but I mean, like, if she's a fucking fraud and you wanted to stop her from, like, stealing from old people. But I'm talking about what she did to you. But anyway, let's move on. And I couldn't stand the way Heather was looking at Monica the entire time. Okay. And she kept going like this. She's sitting there with her inbred face, with her inbred shit, with her looking at her desk. And she looks just as orange as her dress. She's like this the whole time. And then all of a sudden, the entire time, her eyes get smaller and smaller and smaller. Why was happening? Are you guys arguing? No. I dropped the link. I will. Well, you guys know how I get sidetracked. We're almost done. But you know, anyway, she says general assistant. I don't know what's wrong with that. Blah blah blah. And they asked her about her past. Me too. I saw her Twitter. It was great. And again, you know, she starts asking about, or Andy asks about the ex-husband and about the guy. She corrects him. It was brother-in-law, and she never gets to answer the question about whatever happened, whatever. She never even gets to talk about it because all of a sudden she talks about how hard it was and the other ladies were there for her. And then she's like, yeah, you know, everybody ends calling me a whore and stuff. And I personally don't think you're a whore. I don't think anybody else really does think you're a whore. I think people think that same thing with like the girl on OC. Like you had maybe an emotional affair first. The family, obviously, maybe the guy that cheated, and there's the other sister that cheated too. It's like, she was married to the guy. It's like she got cheated on. So it feels like maybe that family, there's something going on there. But again, they're both hot as hell. So again, Monica doesn't even have to try. So all this stuff that you guys tried to do with Fontaine Monica, you didn't have to do all that. You had to expose Jen, but like all this other stuff, like you didn't have to do it because you really do come as a full package. And like the way she presented herself to Bravo, she didn't even say all the stuff she had going on. She did say when she said to Andy, yeah, basically I told you that your show was fucking sucked and that your people sucked on here and your ratings sucked. And she said it in a very in not a nice way, but it was true. Everything she said is very true. We were not wanting to watch it. It was true. And then honestly, finding out that the witness against Jen Shah is going to be on the show, like, yeah. We were literally all about Mary when we found out Mary was married to her husband or married to her grandfather, right? So again, nobody is even digging into Monica's actual issues, and I want to do that. I want to see, honestly, I hope her mom doesn't get to make an appearance, but I'd like to see what's going on with that because I do believe that is a toxic relationship. Because that argument that they had, stick to the script. Yeah, there is a script. There is, or they do have a job. She does have to create. Lori is right. Whatever the Bravo producer telling her, that's nothing wrong with that. What Monica's trying to say, I don't care. It's my real life. You literally hurt me, Mom. Like, stop worrying about the show right now. But like, I'm really screaming at her, get her out of my house. Like that. You mean to tell me that's fake? Listening to Monica scream like that and the way her mom was acting, I was like, Jesus, this is not like is this stage mom shit? And she's like, you heard, she's like, and then about like, she's like, yeah, you left. And she's like, I fell down the steps. And her mom's like, that's on you. I'm like, wow. It's like crazy. So it's like, kind of thank you, Tanisha, for releasing that because all you did was prove how much of an asshole her mom is. And prove again, yes, Monica wanted to be on the show just like the rest of them. Not a crime, okay? Not a crime. She didn't create the troll account to get on the show, guys, okay? Again, let me say it again. She didn't create the troll account to get onto the show. It was to expose a criminal. She was not thinking she would get on the show. She emailed Bravo to get on the show. She didn't have to be like Jen Shah, okay? Listen, Jen Shah is a fraud. Nothing to aspire to. She was not liked on the show. The only thing interesting is because she was a fraud and we wanted to see her. She took herself out. The first second, she was screaming like a maniac. There's a lot going on with her. And the fact that she couldn't even get her life together with 16 assistants. And she looked like she was like literally in the, the newer stage. She was like a mummer. Jen Shah looked like a mummer, the way she dressed. All her stuff was borrowed. But again, you have nice Monica coming in and trying to like, I'm not going to sugarcoat the stuff with Monica and Jen anymore because I was doing that before. Monica purposely wanted to work for Jen. And guess what? Use her, all you want. I don't care about that. The fact that we are arguing about somebody that exposes, I have to keep saying this, exposed the one who hurt her, the fraud, the one who was hurting other people. Now, if you guys don't know it, like, what's it called? When you're something reporter where you have to, if you see something, say something thing, kind of thing. Like, but if they find out you're in trouble, that kind of thing. So basically, if somebody finds out I'm working for this girl that's going to prison, I might want to call the IRS and be like, hey, let me just tell you what I know so you don't think I'm involved. I don't ever, because everybody got arrested, right? Like people were getting arrested. So if Monica didn't go, she might have just been like, who knows, detained, who never knows. But how stupid of Jen to ask somebody, like, I don't know how she talked stupid into it. I mean, at that point, another thing about Jen wanting to get on the show. So this is the other thing. Jen Murillo says that Jen didn't really want to get on the show. This is another thing. She didn't really want to get on the show. She thought it was about women in business. She never thought it was the Housewives. She said, if it's about Housewives, this is apparently Jen Shah saying, oh, if it's one of those Housewives shows, I don't want to do it. But if it's about women in business, I'll do it. You want to do a show about women in business. Focus on your business. Women in business, Jen Shah. Why is it blurry? Why you're committing fraud. I'm like, did I hear you right? Why am I so blurry? Did I hear that right? Did you? Okay. So, okay, Jen. But then you ended up on the Housewives show and you acted like a real housewife. You know what? Jen Shah, she did her job, And then here comes Monica. She did her job as well. Domestic abuse is not, yeah. I didn't know that. See, there's a lot we don't know. Okay. Oh, you guys are good. I'm gonna bring up in soon. All right, I'll bring up. All right, this is I'm gonna get into part 2, but I will drop the con link. But guys, please, let's. You know how I don't see, my thing is I don't like to interrupt you guys, and I know I'm an interrupter, but I don't like to do it now, and I lose control of my panel. I kind of do. And but everybody has such valid points. I don't want to stop it, but I look blurry. Let me fix this for a second. No. Hi, Momo Kitty Love Love. Hi, Momo Kitty Love Love. All right, I don't know if that did anything, but anyway. Oh, you guys, wait, I want to see. Wait, just look this real quick. Look at the wallpaper. Look at the wallpaper real quick. Look at the wallpaper real quick. Look at the wallpaper real quick. Do you love it? Do you love it? I know you love it. I know you love it. I know you love it. It's only half done. My couch didn't come. That's why I'm still over here. Okay, so I'm going to definitely go into the chat in a second. So, okay, this is the thing. So we're going to move on because, listen, then we come back and Whitney falls out with Lisa, Meredith, and Heather. Whitney falls out with everybody this season, right? Apparently, allegedly, right? Allegedly falls out with everybody. I'm going to say allegedly because even Andy doesn't believe her, okay? So they fall. I got really lost. So they see Meredith and Whitney's, how she was screaming about the children with no limbs, okay? So basically, what they're trying to tell Meredith at this point, the argument about Whitney was that she says that Meredith just conveniently uses tragedies in the middle of when she's getting called out for something, which again, she does. She doesn't want to see it. She thinks that they're literally, she totally misunderstands what they're saying. They care about your feelings, Meredith. They just said, stop bringing up this crazy shit in the middle of an argument. Just say you did it. Like, if you did something, you say you did it. Don't say, oh, I can't, I'm going to disengage. There's children with no limbs. And that was the same night that you, my friend, you, Meredith, you said, this verbatim, like you said, oh, her nastiness. You basically said the nastiness of Angie and something about her husband, nasty about her husband or something. Okay. So you're not accusing him of cheating on her, but you're saying some nasty, you hear nastiness. So now this is Meredith admitting on camera for the first time that there was rumors out there about Angie and her husband. Okay. So just remember that. Okay. Because we get to a point where that becomes very important. But so, Whitney screaming about the children no limbs, that whole part. We know that she says, oh, some of her friends, which is very sad. I get it. Okay. But that gives you an excuse. Check out. If that's what's going on, Meredith, if you have so much tragedy on, maybe you should check out for a little bit and not be on the show. Okay. Come here. Maybe you should talk about it on your podcast. Okay. Where your husband smells like bacon, apparently. So yeah, I told you she's dusty and has dusty. She gives people bugles when they come to her house. She's got a bag of dusty bugles for her guests, and then she has Seth try to have sex with the guests. Okay, just like she did with Whitney and Justin. Now again, Heather still is saying that her and Whitney are good. Whitney says no, we still have trust issues because guess what? I think Whitney finds out, and let me tell you something. It gets worse. Okay, so they over on the Salty podcast had made a post that said about, wow, I can imagine how Heather treats, this is how Heather treats her on camera. Imagine how she treats her in real life. Posted it. Heather has blocked him. Whitney sees it and reaches out to him. And I can't tell you anything because there's an NDA, but he's very good friends with Whitney. And all he could basically tell me was Whitney was devastated this entire season and he'd be surprised if she comes back because of everything that went on and that we didn't see. Things basically what production has done. And I think basically what Heather's done. And I think Whitney keeps saying she walked away from this reunion having more questions than answers. So that's just a little bit of tea about that. But yeah, so let's see. We have Lisa trying to tell Meredith about this whole thing, trying to explain Meredith how, she deflects, blah, blah, blah. And then, basically all of a sudden, kumbaya fucking yeah. You got Lisa going, Meredith, maybe you could just, and Meredith's like, okay, yeah, maybe we should just trust each other's feelings. Okay, love you. Kisses. We're all great. We've all done very toxic things to each other. We have the hot mic moment. Okay. Hot mic moment. That was something that, Lisa said, what is that? I don't know what is happening. I don't know what that is. That flash, but my brother left, so I don't know what I don't know what that flash is. I don't know. It's freaking me out. But yeah, Meredith clearly missed the point. Like nobody ever asks. She's like, nobody ever asks me about my problems. Lisa's like, I see both sides, and Meredith's like, me too. Blah blah blah. So yeah, let's just like kumbaya fucking out. And then as this is happening, Heather's face is just getting more and more cringe. And let me pull a picture of it up, just so you don't think I'm crazy. If you paid attention to her freaking face, her face made me very angry. Okay, because she just thought she was looking at Monya like she was giving her death looks. Okay. Oh, I know I will finish that part. Salt Lake City images. I thought I took pictures of it, but the way she was looking at. Oh my God, here it is. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I don't know, it's still shot. I don't want to go because then, all right, so this is the Facebook. I can't play it, obviously. Let me show you real quick. It got worse, though. Hold on. See it? That face right there. It got worse, though. It got worse. It got, yes. Thank you. That part, her eyes looked really scary to me. Okay. I can't stand her face, Leatherface. Lisa and Whitney are arguing about them like, oh my God. Okay, so Lisa, remember that night that Whitney said Lisa wasn't there for her? This is the first thing. Okay. Yeah. So she says she's mad because Lisa was not there for her, right? But that night, we see Lisa repeatedly asking Whitney if she's okay. And Whitney telling her to leave her alone. It's giving her anxiety. You keep asking me if I'm okay. This is the night that Sherry died. So again, Whitney, what are you talking about? Which one is it? You made it seem. And then they double. And then Lisa's like kind of agrees with her. And I'm like, no. She was giving off like she was on something. She was on something. So. Whitney, first of all, Justin with his fat fingers. That's the problem. That was the problem with your marriage is his fat fingers. Okay. And then with Lisa, you told us that she was not worried about you. She didn't come to you and she was not there for you. You told her to leave you alone. Whitney, come on. Well, again, Lisa's an asshole. She's like, no, I'm not going to. She's like, I was there for you. And then she says, leading up to that day, Whitney, what did I do to make you think that I wasn't there for you? Because you were only talking to me and Angie. So the whole thing was fighting with Lisa about Lisa. So, of course she tries it with Heather at the very end, but the first thing she tried us with was her husband. But we'll get to that part. I'm going backwards. But the thing with Lisa, that was obviously thirsty move too. Everything Whitney's doing is a reach. Everything. And you can't tell me that you guys don't see that. It's like Whitney's just contradicted herself. Okay. There's about 1 million times where Lisa's like, are you okay? Are you okay? Lisa's asking her, hi, Lisa's asking her in the very much Lisa way. Lisa's not very, Lisa's in her very kind of, not emotional. So in her own way, asking Whitney a million times. And you could tell Lisa was nervous, even talking to Whitney that night. She didn't know what to say to her. She just lost her best friend, right? So, and she was in true Lisa fashion. All she was saying was, I don't know what Whitney wanted, but except the fact that she tried to scream and cry and say she needed Lisa's attention and actually told Lisa to leave her alone. So, I don't believe it. So, yeah, we have the thing with Justin, because that's what the first part of the season was about. She tells us that she noticed he wasn't wearing his ring. And then we get a scene of her cooking breakfast, and apparently he's being lazy, and she's cooking a 5-course meal, bacon, eggs and everything for the kids on a school day, trying to get them out of the house, and it makes the alarm go off, the smoke alarm, and she gets mad at him for not going up and changing it or flipping the bacon. And then she notices that his ring's in the drawer one day. And then she tries to tell us that they've been married for 14 years and they've changed. Yeah, no shit, you've changed in 14 years. You have kids. People change, Whitney. It's called growing up. It's called, whatever. But of course, Justin is completely oblivious. 3 times in the season, she says he's a saint. He's the best guy ever. He's the best husband ever. She's telling that to the podcast people. She's telling us he's a saint. She's telling everybody that is a saint, and everybody else is agreeing with us. So now I think the problem is you, Whitney. I think you need a fucking therapist, because you're like playing in our faces with Justin. He's like, well, why did you have sex with me? Like, he was not taking her serious. Okay. Not at all. But anyway, let's just remember that was a reach. So then when she comes with Meredith, she comes for Meredith. Okay. She tries to say that Meredith, well, that night, the thing about the rumors, right? But we have Meredith jumping, but Meredith jumps in before we get to that part. She starts all diplomatic with everyone. We all just have to listen to each other's feelings more. And, maybe we should just listen to his feelings and we'll be okay. Everybody just needs to listen. And then if you don't understand, ask questions. Ask me questions. And then we'll all be okay. Kumbaya fucking ya. Okay, kumbaya. Okay, kumbaya fucking ya, bitch. I'll fucking kumbaya y'all. I'm going to punch his all in the face. Sorry, that's just me. Like, how dare you yell at my Monica and tell her she's toxic and that she's had all these problems. You guys never forgive each other. The fact that Meredith never forgave Lisa for the hot mic moment. And why is it so fucking blurry? There it is. Hi, Em. But she literally now, all of a sudden, everybody's all forgiven. And then Lisa has the balls to look at Angie and say, yeah, you were playing both sides with Monica too, by the way. And then now we get into that thing, right? Oh no, first I'm sorry. Andy asked Angie about the situation with Sean. She now flips the switch again. She's like, well, Monica put these rumors out. Monica. She's like, I was unsure. I found out Monica. And Monica's like, wait a minute. She's like, stop stating it like I created the rumors. Because first of all, Monica would have never brought anything about rumors about Sean if Meredith didn't say, oh, you want to get me started about her and her nastiness? I don't know. Is it blurry stuff? Her nastiness and the rumors and her husband and the nastiness. Okay. So when Whitney was going and all this stuff was going around and saying, oh, here we go. She's starting it again. Lisa goes to Whitney and says, I think that Meredith is starting the same shit again. So when she tells her what she says about Angie's husband, Whitney, that is the first time that Whitney hears about a rumor about Sean. So she says. She's a liar. Because apparently Angie says, now Angie also contradicts this entire thing and admits that there's rumors about Sean. And there was, even if they were 30 years ago. But again, when Meredith actually says it, that confirms that there recently has been rumors about Sean. Or why would Meredith say it? So it's not like Angie said, oh, Monica dug it up from 30 years ago. And she made sure she said it on camera. So she's flipping the switch back. She had already forgiven Monica. Monica said, I wish I didn't say it. I'm sorry to Angie. When they went there, she brought Angie. Angie brings her a book. Because, of course, they flipped right past the Easter thing where she started shit with her. Okay, because every single one of them tried to go for her at one point. And she shuts it down. But, when she comes in and she apologizes for going after her at the Easter brunch, all is forgiven, Angie, right? So that is not you going back with Lisa. Like Lisa said, you're playing both sides because we get into that. She tries to blame it all on Monica, and all of a sudden she said, well, Monica's a liar anyway. Monica lied all season, so she's not really my friend, blah, blah, blah. That's not what we're talking about. That's not what we asked you, Angie. We asked you why. Also, why did you call Lisa weak? Because when you find out that Lisa's talking about your husband, you call her what, weak or something, and a weak and a liar? And you have to literally, I'm glad that she stuck with that because, again, when she tried to turn it back around on Monica, it did not work. Because Lisa kept saying, you're playing both sides, and that was the problem. And I don't know what Angie was saying, but she's like, I thought she was my friend, and I forgave somebody that I thought was a nice person. What are you talking about? You forgave Monica because it was the right thing to do, because all she did was repeat a rumor that she heard because your friend Meredith brought it up, the one that you actually called a poser. I'm sorry, you said she opens her legs up for everybody. And then everybody's like, well, Angie, where'd you get those rumors at? From the hot mic moment. None of the stuff they say comes from Monica. Angie says all this stuff about Meredith, nothing from Fontees. It's like, Angie, where did you get all this information from? All the things you said about Meredith, because Meredith went down the line, But Angie's trying to explain, blah, blah, blah. It's just trying to say it was, okay. Yeah, anyway, Sean, the whole thing with him crying, it's fucking weird to me. I'm sorry. It is weird that you cried on camera. And I don't know why you said, I'm used to it, first of all. I'm a hairdresser. And you're afraid that your daughter's going to hear that you cheated, blah, blah, blah. Just say to her that you did it. Just say you didn't. All right, the link. I'm going to drop the link. But that means that you feel like I know you guys want to talk, but let me see how much we have more to go. All right. A lot more to go. All right. I'll drop the link. Will you please let me get through a little bit of it, though? I will ask everybody our opinions in the end. I know you guys want to talk about this. Okay. All right. How about this? I'm going to drop the link. And we'll talk a little bit about the first half so far, and then we'll move on to the second half, because I know I don't want to get too far ahead without you guys talking about that. Good idea. Okay. But please, guys, let me I want to talk with like when you know, I think I don't need to drop the link. I feel like I'm doing all right. Kendra, I don't know if you're the only one, but if you guys, I will pull you up. Just let's get through the thing. I know you got to go. I know. All right, all right. We'll talk about the first half so far because that is the first half. Did I drop it? Yeah. Because again, I don't really care about the fight with Angie going through that all again. Angie's trying to flip, like double it on. Apparently, Monica does not like Angie anymore. She calls her a bench warmer. I really thought they were good friends. The whole thing with me is that Lisa, it was screaming and yelling. Lisa was getting triggered by that friendship. Lisa's getting triggered by seeing Monica and Angie interact. She didn't like it, so she doubles down again on what you said about Sean was wrong. And let me fix it. What you said was wrong, and I'm sticking to that. No shit. Nobody ever said it wasn't wrong, Lisa. Hey, lover. Hey, Candor.
Hi.
Hi. I'm like, just let me get through, aka Candor. All right. So, here's Lisa. I'm excited. Listen.
Hi, honey.
So, hi, babe. I love you guys. Happy Wednesday. So,
thank you.
Are you Team Monica or what? I didn't really see what you guys are saying. What is your stance?
I am Team Monica as of the Bermuda Triangle.
Okay. Do you think that
before that I thought she was just shit stirring? I've always known Heather to be sorry to use that language. I've always known Heather to be a behind the scenes pot stirrer.
Yeah.
Whitney kind of does it to your face. Lisa's the only one that does it in confessionals. Her and Meredith do it in confessionals because they're not brave enough to do it to people's face. But I am shocked at the whole Von Teese crap.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you, have you been following it? And you said, I talked about it for 8 hours. I didn't ask you if you talked about it. I asked you, did you know about the IG stream? Because it's gone now. It's on lockdown.
Well, what IG stream? What, the Von Teese, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Well, listen, I knew it through Dana's Patreon back, I think, I don't know how long ago it was, but it was months ago. And I think I must have brought it up maybe 3 or 4 episodes weeks ago. And I said, look, Heather, this is all about her being Von Teese, guys. Actually, I didn't know the name of the account, but I said the one who was exposing Jen Shaw. Remember when all the stuff was coming out? That's what they're going to try to blame her for. And we know that she did it, so let's not let Heather do that. And that's what happened. But Heather's the one who knew about it the entire time. What do you think? What do you think about Heather? The fact that she had to have known about this account.
I think Heather is the biggest poser of everybody in the cast because as mouthy as Lisa is, okay, Heather wrote a book, A Bad Mormon, and ever since then she's dressed like a fucking pilgrim. Sorry. She's dressed like a damn she's dressed like a sister wife. There you go.
Yes.
And very, very conservative. When the season before that, she was running around in little tiny dresses and her boobs out. And production says that she is very, very hard to deal with.
Well,
I've seen her on Below Deck Adventure.
Okay.
And on Below Deck
Med.
Down Under.
Down Under?
No, the Adventure one, and I think the Med one, because she had Angie H with her on the Adventure one. She brought Angie H with her. Yeah, and Angie H, I liked Angie H, but I didn't like the way Lisa bullied her off the show.
I've spoken to Angie H in DMs and everything, and I've always kept in contact with her, and she is an actual genuinely nice person, and I'm shocked the fact that people are so blind to Heather and her behaviour and the hypocritical behaviour what she does and the U-turns what she's doing. She looked like a devil possessed on that reunion. Cheekbones were filled sky high. God knows what they've been putting in there. Is it bloody polyfiller or something? And then she looked like she'd been sucking on lemons with her face all hoity-toity. And I'm just like,
sorry,
Heather.
Josh.
I'm just like,
well,
Heather.
I think Krista was. I'm sorry. I wanted to tell you, I think you're right about the eye. I think she got injections before the trip to Bermuda. I don't think it had really anything to do with, or not to Bermuda, to their
Yeah.
inland in United States trip.
Yeah.
I don't think it had anything to do with Jen. And if it had anything to do with a vape pen,
A vape pen.
I haven't seen, yeah, I heard that she had a vape pen. This was up in Adam. He said that his friend has done it. Ran in, went to open the door and pulled the door back, and the vape pen hit him in the eye the
Because
same
he was
way as
carrying it
Jen.
around or something?
That's a
Because he
vape.
was carrying his hand and he went to pull the door, and when he did, the vape pen hit him in his eye and it blacked up like that. But I've
I
never
mean-
seen Heather with a vape pen.
I
You
mean,
know, some of them are slick and some of them aren't.
I mean, anything in your hand would give. I mean, I don't know. It's so weird. A vape. I mean, anyway, it's just say you got hit with the door, because the vape pen thing is weird to me. You just have to just say you hit the door, hit you in the head. Hey, Bren.
Hey,
But I'm telling you 100% that Heather knew.
I think she had a procedure done at her own beauty lab and it went wrong, because if you see it at the very first, you can see. Remember when your eye started swelling up?
Yes.
Okay, hers started swelling, and then by the end of that, by the last night of that trip, it was black and swollen shut.
That's what my eye looked like. Did I send you the picture?
Honey, I saw you. Yes.
That looked like Heather. Didn't that? Now that you think about it, didn't Heather
Yes, that's why I'm so adamant that I think at Beauty Lab, and she doesn't want her own company to have I don't know, a bad look for the person who owns it. So she's just gonna.
I wonder why Monica won't pay.
Huh?
No wonder Monica won't pay. Yeah.
Listen,
oh, man.
Heather's eye during this reunion, if you start to watch her other eye, starts to close up during the reunion. And I'm like,
it's because I think she's had Beauty Lab work done, and I don't think she has good reactions to it. That's my personal opinion. It's my personal opinion, and I think a few other people, if they'll go back and rewatch that last year, they'll see at the beginning of that trip that her eye was kind of swollen, and you should notice it really quickly, because that's kind of what happened to you.
I did not realize that how much my eye looked just like that. And because I kept saying that looks like somebody punched her in the eye, and that's what it looked like with me. It looked like her eye, and I had a heart. You guys remember when I couldn't come on because my eye? I didn't show you how bad it got, but you saw the good part of it. But that's my eye looked like Heather's eye, and I don't know what the deal is with her saying that. I don't know who's setting her up. I think Heather
sets herself up because she wants attention.
When they do a HR investigation, you really cannot lie. Well, again, and like, how are you going to lie about your employer and then lie again to your employer and then lie about it? When Andy's been saying this entire time, I think Jen did it. Like, he was waiting. And I think he's pissed at Heather. He likes Heather. I think he associates her with Jen Shaw because she did protect her. And I really think
and Meredith did too.
Yeah. Well, sister,
but not as hardcore as Heather did. But when Monica said, "No, bitch, I emailed them that your show's going to be canceled if you don't get certain people off of there because it sucks. You need somebody like me on there," was as honest. That's when she sealed the deal with, that's my girl right there. She's honest. Yeah. She's so honest.
But let's say she says that, but when Bravo brought up the receipts showing up close, what she actually said on the letter wasn't exactly the same. And like, Monica, come on, girl. If you, I mean, having fun for drama and effect, I think that, you know what I mean? I've got to be honest with that. But the thing, what I want to home in on is this ring with Lisa Barlow and this new story for empathy. Now, any woman, any mother, like in any family, would not be ranting on saying 60 grand ring on 60 grand ring every other clip. They've been saying this ring has sentimental value. You don't understand. It's important. It's It's a family thing.
It was hit from Henry, from Henry's birth, her fish present from
Yes,
Henry, and he almost
he would
died.
have. He would have brought that up as a storyline, not bragging how much it cost. Now, I'm sorry,
Right, that's all she
but
was focused on.
I'm sorry,
Heather
but
was like a boss
like
when she.
a woman would be more bothered about the reason why rather than how much it cost.
Okay.
That's
let
why
me-
I think Heather actually found it in the bathroom and hasn't given it back to
It
her.
was in the bathroom 30
And
minutes before Monica walked in.
because she was in the stall when it went missing, she said she heard it, and I thought she said she saw it, but I'm not going to say that she did
Maybe
because I
not
don't
look
remember
down.
exactly.
If you can look down and see where that ring. I don't know. Unless there's, it's not grass. It's gonna bounce off the cement. I don't know, whatever that floor is in this bathroom.
Cement because they were in a Delta Sky Lounge, so restroom. So there couldn't have been more than 3 or 4 stalls in there.
Right. Again, you
You
look for
would
60
see that
minutes.
ring from a
How did
mile
Heather
off how bling
when
bling
she?
it is.
But Dana
Wait.
Wilkie, who spent $25,000 on a pair of sunglasses, how does she know what a $58,000 ring is or a $4,000 ring is?
I think because actually, I think maybe Angie told her the truth. I don't know. But how does she look like? Heather looked like a boss when she brought out the recording. She didn't shut Monica up. All it did was
Hell
prove
no, she didn't.
it's a illegal recording that she's holding on to, as sneaky as hell. So she's literally saying we don't want fraud and sneakiness, but she's going to bring out a recording that was secretly recorded just to prove that Monica wanted to be on the show just like her. Ooh.
And if Utah's a 2-party state, she could be in trouble
Heather's
because
just
both people in the conversation have to know they're being recorded.
Hey, Larja.
Heather's
Hi,
mom.
hi everybody.
Hi, Larja.
Hi, I'm
Heather's,
sorry. I'll shut up. I'm sorry,
Heather's
Josh. Y'all go ahead.
Heather's just
I just had a lot to say.
Heather's just confirmed what Heather wanted to be as well. Like on that recording, Monica's just the same as what Heather wanted to be, and the rest of the housewives are star.
Exactly. She said,
Right. Monica's honest about her stuff, and the rest of them lie. Whitney doesn't lie.
What?
Whitney, I don't
Only
think
on a
Whitney
bar.
lies.
She made
Only
this
on-
every single person. She made up a story and what they did, and it made no sense. Exploiting her vagina. Lisa
did.
wasn't there for her, but then we saw Lisa was in her and Lisa way. Heather probably did do some stuff to her. I really think that there's a big thing there, but she went after Justin. There was no story there. That's all to me. Maybe it's not lying, but it's definitely like reaching and making think there's problems. She also prodded Monica to say on camera what the rumors were. Okay. She said, I don't know. She's like, and then I think Monica said, do you want to know or something? Like, first of all, you have Angie and Monica and Whitney sitting there. Meredith's the one that brought up about the husbands. Monica's just like, yeah, I've heard the same rumor. We need to shut it
Heather
down.
said she heard the rumor before too.
Exactly.
I know I'm late getting up here. I'm sorry, you guys,
That's
but I
okay.
had so many freaking thoughts. Like,
Girl, I was running my mouth. You didn't miss nothing. I wouldn't have give you a chance to talk yet, anyways.
All right. So
how are you, Lisa?
the first half, Larja. What do you think about so far?
So far, I feel like Monica Fowler, she wasn't hiding from the cease and desist. The email had her name on it. She signed that email to HR saying she can help them as Monica Fowler. If they aren't connecting dots, they're the ones that are to blame. The recording from Tanisha, that's simply mutual annihilation. Tanisha, for her to have been recording her so-called best friend after we've already established, me and Candor went down a big rabbit hole last week. And we established that Heather is the op because Heather knew Jen, was hanging out with Jen, while Monica and Tanisha and this Murillo guy were all working for Jen. Then she hired Tanisha, knowing she worked for Jen, said in the confessional that she's known about Monica for years because they have the shared friend Tanisha who does her hair. So all of this acting so surprised is oppish behavior. Not to mention, we know that Heather has established herself, Heatherface, like Leatherface, has established herself as a maniacal villain because even on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, we saw her allow another woman to be blamed for the bottle that was hid between her legs when she stole it from Giselle. She let Candace get ate up one side, down the other. Security went and searched the girl's room. And at the end of the girl's trip, she pulled out the bottle and her and Whitney snickered about it and never came clean. And now I was so upset last night. Where
I
was
know.
the money
No,
of the eighth
poor
housewife?
Pepsi.
Where was the
That
eighth
poor
housewife? Where was
that poor
she?
Pepsi.
Wait, hold on.
That
What
Pepsi.
What?
That Pepsi man
Yeah, on the
that
Real Housewives.
they
Yeah,
tortured over that
Yeah.
damn bottle that they
Yeah.
hid in the
and she
outside
had it
shower.
the whole
He
time.
literally, yes, he literally tore that place apart
Yep.
looking for that
He was
bottle
crying.
because
Pepsi
Giselle,
was not
yes,
used to
he
that
was
energy. He
actually
was crying.
crying.
Yes,
Yes,
and
that
she
was
let
not
that
acting.
happen. And then I
Okay.
was so mad. The eighth housewife didn't do what she's been doing for everybody on all the other hand franchises, which is blowing up their spot. Why, when they were sitting there lecturing Monica, and that
Yep.
was kind of race baiting to be like the poor, or not even race baiting, but just like stereotypical that the poor girl is the one who stole it, when your best blonde friend was in the stall next to you with her feet up on the toilet, making a phone
Laughing.
recording, laughing at you,
Oh, that's
looking for
right.
your freaking ring. Why didn't the eighth housewife help out Monica in
Right.
that situation? Why did they leave her to look like a criminal and allow baby Wrinkles and Leatherface to sit there and look at her cross-eyed when they had the tape? The only person who had access to it had her feet up on a fucking stall next to freaking baby Wrinkles when she was looking for the ring. I'm like,
That's
my
why I
phone
think
is
that
Bravo
Heather deep
upset.
down
Hold on.
has the ring.
Let her finish. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Lord.
no,
Let
I
her.
feel like Lisa. And then at the end of that, I went back. You can just Google scene where Lisa lost a ring, and it'll take you right to that 5 minutes where Heather's on the toilet, the chaos after. Monica was one of the only ones helping that cow look for a ring in a public bathroom. Meredith didn't want to be bothered with people's in the public restroom. Whitney was standing outside. The only person that went and looked for the ring with her was literally Monica Garcia, and that's how she knows how
And
many times he said it was worth $60,000. But
Yep.
no,
and
now
Monica
she's a
even put
problem.
her hands. Monica even put her hands in the tampon places and
Yeah.
stuff
Yes,
to check for it.
while
That's
her
a good
best friend
friend.
was up on the stall with her feet hiding, laughing at her.
Yeah.
That's why I
And
seriously
not
think
helpful.
Heather is behind it
Just like she held
and
that.
holding on to it.
She held Black Eye Gate from us. She held the black.
Well,
And
she held that for a year. She's held Von Teese for what you said 3 years now, because this
Yeah.
is 2024.
To act like, okay, now that guy Murillo is trying to say, now when Jenny Blaze calls, he's like, well, wait, she's like, wait a minute, that cease and desist came out in what year? And he's like, yeah, we knew about it in 2021, and but we didn't know it was that Monica. Me and Heather, we didn't know it was that Monica.
So was it Monica Flowers, Monica Garcia, or the third Monica that they haven't given a name for
Remember,
yet?
the cease and desist on there, it doesn't matter, because the fact that Jen Shaw has that Monica working for her, and then she goes and Tanisha, she's still best friends with Tanisha, and Tanisha's working for her. You don't think that they put two and two together? You don't think it's that Monica? I mean, you don't think Jen Shaw?
Yeah,
said,
I
this
do.
is Monica?
And
Yeah,
then super
I do
offended.
think Jen Shaw was a loose cannon. So yeah, I think that
She's the one who started
it
all
is
this
race
shit.
baiting.
I think
offended that I'm
Sorry.
sorry, Lisa. Just let me get this out real quick. And I'm also
I'm
super
sorry.
offended that these people are pretending like Monica is spray tanning more than Baby Wrinkles, Whitlow,
Oh,
or
please.
Heatherface, and that she's claiming
Really?
to be something that she's not, and adding more spray tan to look more ethnic.
That's
Disgusted.
BS.
People need to get some freaking life and get a backbone. Well, who's gonna fake to be brown in this society? The brown is the worst thing you can be in this society unless you're spray tanned orange. So that is BS, and I don't agree with them trying to bring up her freaking ethnic orientation as a further way to try to make her out to be a liar. Let that woman live.
I don't like that either, and that's why I thought Mary Crosby would be a good support system for Monica.
Me too.
I really did.
Listen, is there
Lisa, I'm going to have to go soon. I will say who the biggest victim is on these sofas. Those white bloody cushions.
The
Oh,
what?
What cushion?
Orange can, they have ruined those white cushions. I feel so bad for those cushions on the back seat.
No,
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's so
crazy.
funny. They always
Barlow,
use white cushions on Spray Tan Cast.
Exactly. You know what Lisa Barlow's like for spray tan. And Angie looked like she was well in with the spray tan as well. I mean, they were looking tangled orange, the Fanta orange.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
somebody said in the chat that they thought that Monica's sole thing was to come in and take down Jen Shaw. Well, no
She already
shit,
did.
Dick Tracy.
Didn't have to take
Exactly.
Right?
her whole yes, it was her whole thing to take down Jen Shaw.
That was, but she was
No,
up front and
no.
said that was my plan. I did do that.
Mhm.
You guys
But she
protected her.
did.
I
She
was
did.
taking her down.
Lisa,
She
what
did.
do you think about them acting like Monica somehow damaged Whitney, Lisa, Heather, or Meredith? Do you think that they were at all damaged from what Reality Von Teese did to
No,
Vinny?
no,
I don't either.
not at all.
That's freaky.
If anybody in this cast has ever been hurt in my opinion, it was Angie Harrington, because of her child being trans.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same.
And Lisa Barlow taking that
Okay.
her catering away for her event,
Right.
where her and her husband donated so much money for the LGBTQIA and everything else. And for them to say Monica is not Colombian or Puerto Rican or from Bermuda is asinine. You can tell by
Asinine,
looking
right?
at her. She's a brown girl. She's either
Oh, yeah.
biracial, meaning
It's
African American, Black, or Hispanic, or
Does
she's
she know what
Hispanic.
Did she say? Does she know what her dad is? Did she say she knew what her dad's?
She said she's Colombian, right?
He was
Sebastian?
Colombian. Her
Okay,
dad
here
was
it is.
Colombian.
Okay, hold
I'm
on,
so
hold on.
happy I'm here.
I'm gonna mute you guys. I don't know who's talking. Okay, hold on. Sebastian, hello.
Hey everyone, how are you guys
Me-
today?
I'm gonna let you talk 1 second. Bren, do you have anything to add real quick?
Yeah. On the
Yes.
scale in question, can't in the very depending on parent or race of the parent.
You're
Can you
breaking
guys-
up bad,
You're
Brendan.
breaking up, Bren.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I can hear you
No,
there.
go
You
ahead. Go.
just talk to the thing.
Oh, yeah. Skin tones tend to vary from region or what parent or region your parents are from.
You can be black and be as white as me, translucent.
Pretty much.
I mean, yeah, like look, you know,
Not pretty much. It's a fact. I do know of a girl that I went to school with that was albino.
She's only clean. Oh Lord, you have your thing going right. Hi, Curves panel. Hello, guys.
Yes,
Listen,
I liked me. Thank you.
Everybody on Instagram, hello. There's people watching us on Instagram. We're on Largest panel as well. So hi to everybody that's watching us through Largest too. Let me make sure we get through that, and make sure you guys hit all our stuff and all that crap. And before we finish it, Sebastian, we'll talk about all of it again later. But Sebastian, what did you want to add before we go to the second half of the?
Okay. I am
him.
so upset that this is the way this reunion was done. I'm so, and trust me, I am no Monica fan at all. Curves knows it. Krista knows it. I have been holding Monica accountable from ever since the way she's been speaking to her mother. I have not been liking Monica. Everyone knows it. But I didn't like the way they just made it all about her in the reunion.
What?
I didn't like that. I did not like that.
We'll get buckle up because it's going to be all about her. They got everything else out of the way.
I really didn't like it. And yes, it was very much stereotypical about the way they thought that Monica stole it. Obviously, they see a brown girl, a Colombian and Portuguese girl, most likely, who wasn't even in the bathroom. And I'm shocked when I heard that. I didn't know Monica was not even in the bathroom when all this was going down.
Send you the clip right now, Sebastian.
Until I watched it and she said that. I was like, oh my God, Monica was not even in the bathroom when this ring thing happened. So you should be looking more at Heather, Lisa. You should be looking more at Heather because she was actually there with you. She was the TMZ for Bravo being part of production, recording everything, recording your meltdown over your $58,000 to $60,000 ring.
Okay, guys, I gotta go. I got more chores to do. So,
love you, love you.
love you too.
Brendan,
I'm sorry
my
I was
package
up here and talked
yesterday.
too much.
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna do an unboxing later, Brendan. I'll
Ooh.
Wait,
text
what
your
happened?
mom. I got your box yesterday. I didn't even open it yet
Thank
because I want to
God
do an
you made it.
unboxing, but I want to call you and have you up on there, okay?
Okay, wait. You got the package through that storm we
Yeah, but I
had
didn't
last
open it
night.
yet. I didn't open it yet. I want everybody to see when I
I'm
see it. I'm so
excited. I wanna
freaking
see
excited.
too.
I'm gonna call you
I
later
know,
and we'll
but
open
you
it
got the
together.
package to that storm we just had?
Yeah, I
had
just got it yesterday. It came yesterday, babe.
USPS must have been working overtime.
Over rain, sleet, or snow.
Yep, I guess
Yeah.
they mean it. All right.
our gazebo almost blew over last night. Bye, Brian. Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Sebastian,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come up here and take over your panel.
No, she's
I'm
an
sorry.
embarrassment. Do you really think that, Manny? She's an embarrassment. Why though?
Sebastian,
You know who else
a
said
little-
that? Real Andy BH said the same thing. And
That's
I
a little
am thinking she's putting y'all on the map right now. She's better than Evelyn Lozada patting her puss.
That's a little that's a stretch. I don't fully agree with that.
I mean,
even though I don't like her.
that was a job.
what's your view on Monica right now when you're seeing
Yeah.
this reunion? That's what I'm asking. What is your actual review? Because, like, what
Yeah.
you seem like a fan of her when you're looking at this reunion. So,
Yeah.
when you're piecing it all together, because
Right.
there's that many holes in
Yeah.
this jigsaw, when you're piecing it all together, are you seeing what we're seeing, or are you still on the fence, like not liking her? Because yes, she does have bad personal skills and stuff like this, but she has been nothing but honest really all the way through, and that's what I'm liking. I just want to know your opinion because it seems so you're not really a fan of her.
Okay, I'm not fond of her. That is true. I'm very much not fond of her. But I will say this, despite me not being fond of her, I will acknowledge that she did own up to everything that she's done so far on the show. She's one of the few women to do that, and I'll give her credit for that. I'll give her credit for owning up to having the page and all these things. I'll give her credit for that. But one thing is, I don't think Lisa has the right to criticize her about lies and stuff like that. When Lisa came with some guy, made him lie on camera saying that he gave Marianne Cosby $300,000. So there's an echo.
Turn your your tab.
Lisa has no right to push. Oh my God, who's that?
Hold on. Manny, you there? Manny, close your tab right there. I'll take it out. Come back up. All right, guys. Where's AR Sebastian? You're still there.
So Lisa Barlow has no right to be talking about lies when she brought some man on national television to lie and defame Marianne Cosby and say that he gave $300,000 to Mary's church because she forced him. Lisa is a horrible, vile woman, and I will categorize Lisa. I know you guys are gonna jump because you guys love Monica, but I put Lisa and Monica on the same pedestal. The only one on this show that I actually like is Meredith and Mary. Those two are only housewives on Salt Lake City that I actually like. I don't like none of them.
Why don't you like Monica though?
I don't like Monica because the way she talks to her mother. If you could talk to your mother like that, if she could talk to her mother,
Did you hear?
You already know she don't care about. She will definitely say worse things to these women if she can talk to her mother the way she talks to her mother.
Kurt, did you hear her and her mom on the hot mic arguing about how
said you're an actress. She said you have to be.
You didn't have it set up. You didn't set it up right. You were supposed to do this. How do you think I'm going to stay on the show if you don't? If you don't follow in line?
That what you just said was what that whole conversation was about. She's like, why are you making me out to be the bad one? How am I going to get back on the show if everybody doesn't like me because you don't like me? You know what I'm saying? I think that was a self-serving argument on her mother's side because you could tell she still wasn't getting that her daughter. I feel like Monica was literally really hurt in that. I feel like she was genuinely embarrassed
The
to be
mother,
in that room and have trusted that she could bring her mom, despite their history and despite all of their water under the bridge, bring her into that room in front of cameras and chance that she would have her side, only to be abandoned again on camera, then chastised, then argued with, then belittled, then not even care that I fell down the stairs trying to escape the embarrassment that you just put me through. And that video was even her further digging in because it was so young. What about my time on the camera? What about me?
Yeah.
You were supposed to be an actress. You weren't supposed to really let me get to you the way that I always get to you. You were supposed to gloss over it. You were supposed to act like it didn't matter, even though it does. You know what I'm saying? That's what she was
Yeah.
really saying to me.
I will say this. The problem is with Monica and her mum, it's a problematic situation. No one's family is perfect. Dynamics are different. Not everyone has the same way of speaking to the parents, and that's through trauma, and that's through domestic behaviours. What's gone on, and I'm sorry, but if you look at the mother, she's even said on IG, she's even said, "I need to work on myself a lot. I hold my hands up." She's admitting it, but will she work on herself? Yes, Monica needs to work on herself as well because she has 4 daughters. But I don't think Monica is as bad as what the mother is. The mother does need to actually work on herself because I see a lot of Monica's mother and it hits close to home. And I know exactly
It
how I
does
feel.
for me too, Josh. It hits
I,
home for me too.
I'm kind of.
Giving you guys
I'm
cyber
sorry,
hugs.
Candor. I'm sorry.
Giving you
I'm
guys
sorry.
cyber hugs because,
and,
mom
and
is supposed to be a
I
soft place
see
to
that.
land, hopefully.
You can respect your parents to a certain degree, but when your parents keep on throwing you under the bus, humiliating you, putting you down, making you the fool, always interfering, telling you what you have to do constantly. I mean, Monica, she's in her 40s now. Come on. Enough's enough. Parents need to sit back and focus on the grandkids or something. You know what I mean? Let the adults be adults. And it shouldn't even be this kind of dynamic at her age, behaving like this with her 40-year-old daughter. They should be getting along and looking out for each other, really. That's what they should be, because Monica's mother doesn't have much life left. Like, come on, let's face the facts here. Not every family, you're judging families on how you see families or how you live in your family. Not every family is the same. That's all I can really say on that. And it's not defending Monica because Monica isn't perfect. But like I say, every family is different, so the dynamics are different.
Well, and it's
Like,
a learned behavior. Monica
yeah,
learned to act like that because her mom acted like that towards her. And if she didn't get away from her husband, who was DVing her, then she's got 4 daughters who are going to pick men that beat them
it's going to follow the
or
same.
stray or, and just repeat the cycle.
Yes.
You have to set boundaries. And when you set boundaries, even when they're with family, you cannot let people cross them.
That point right there. There needs to be, you got to open up your mind a bit more to I always say this: walk in another person's shoes before you judge anyone, and that's not a disrespect to anyone on this panel. It's just when you lived life and you've lived it a certain way, you don't see things what other people see, and that is typical Monica reaction, rebelling out, because that's the way her life has been, and that's her way outlet by getting one. It's like one-upmanship on the mother, and the mother comes back and does that to her, and then she goes back and does that. That's how they play in the game, and it's the wrong game to play. They need to separate, discuss things properly, actually listen to each other, and resolve their issues. And this ego needs to go out the door because the daughters will be watching, and they're going to pick up on this. They're going to copy it. It needs to stop.
At Candor, do you know? I think they're so busy worried about what they're going to say that they don't hear what's being said to them because they're already defensive and the tone of voice is coming one way and it's already put up your defenses. And then when Monica and her mom try to talk, they don't talk; they just fight.
That's
It's
what
push
I'm
pull, push pull,
That's
push
the
pull.
thing.
that's
They
why I'm
need
saying That's why I'm saying they're not open to listen to each other. The defense is up, the brick walls up, and you're going to need a crowbar to get through it. You know what I mean?
I think
Yes.
her mom did not show up for therapy. So why did we got to figure out why that happened? But listen, just
According
even if
to
therapy, nobody has to, like, one and the other doesn't have to be wrong. Like, just because they go to therapy doesn't mean her mom's wrong or she's wrong. They just can't communicate.
No, it's just a mediator.
Yeah,
It
mediator.
would be a mediator if they went.
To show each other how to communicate, or explain to her what this one means, and then you explain to her what she means. And I also think that Harmonica did bring her mom on the show too, partly not just because of the drama, but like maybe to try to work on that relationship, because you can look back and watch how you acted because you got a camera on you. But apparently her mom is still being an asshole. Whose mom? Okay, now you're talking about the way she talks to her mom. Have you seen what her mom's done to her in social media just yesterday? I mean,
I've seen her mom take a car away from her, who she has 4 little children that she needs to haul around, which is ridiculous.
Just yesterday, Sebastian Emmanuel, she literally.
That's her mom's car, though. And if
it's only her mom.
It's her car. She's paying the payments on.
But if
she put
Monica's
it in her
late
mom's
with the
name.
payments, then the mom's gonna need to get her
She
car
wasn't
back.
late with the payments. She wasn't late with the payments.
It was because of the argument. It was because of the argument. Her mom took the car away from her because she got in that argument with her.
She admitted it. She said she did to be spiteful. First of all, don't buy your don't put a car in your name for your daughter that has 4 daughters, and then usually use it as a weapon. So you're going to do something for your daughter, let her put a car in your name because she needed a car, but then you're going to weaponize it and take it from her when you get mad. Like, come on. Like, when she has 4 daughters, like, I would
honestly, part of the narcissist behavior.
Yeah, I don't know about narcissist, but more like
that's some controlling stuff, right? That's a control tactic.
That's very controlling.
I think her mom.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if she was her mom was an Aries or a Scorpion.
I think her mom's not a narcissist because she's very emotional. She's very reactive. And usually narcissists are very calm and they're just assholes. Her mom has interest. Like, her mom definitely just has anger issues because of the way she was treated by her mother, which they talked about. And she did it to Monica, and they freely admit it. It's the way that they don't, they didn't. I don't think none of them wanted to have kids. I don't know, except for Monica.
Do you really think? Can I ask, because y'all watch, everybody watches this? Yeah. Do y'all really think that Monica's mom went as far as to call everybody in the family and make sure nobody would meet up with her in Bermuda?
Yeah, that was over the cameras. That was just over because they didn't want the cameras there. But she probably assumed her mom did it because why not? Her mom's like screaming at her in a restaurant, calling her motherfucker, and telling her you didn't stick to the script and you're a star. You're supposed to be a star. And she's like, do you fucking hear yourself? You're my mother. Get out of my house. Like, you really think that that's made up and like that is fake, that fight? Because if you hear Monica screaming, that is not fake. That is real anger and hurt. There was a day that she fell on the steps. Her mom's telling her it's her fault. Like,
right.
Well, I don't know. I think, don't get me wrong. I do think her mom has issues too. I just don't like the way Monica spoke to her.
Let's see what her mom said to her in the last 24 hours, real quick.
Yeah, you're right. I don't like the way they spoke to each other.
Okay. Do you like what happened
on national television? But what I wanted to come on here to talk about is the fact that Monica was caught in 2 lies last night.
2 lies? Okay.
2 lies.
Okay.
She wanted to say that when she contacted them, she claims that she said the show is crap, your ratings are suck, but then they showed the email to prove that that's not really what she said. So that was the first lie. The second lie was
what did it say? Because I couldn't read that fast, y'all. What did it say?
Basically said in a nice way.
It's very nice. She just said, if you guys want more Latino representation, she was very nice about it. It wasn't as harsh as she said it was. And then the second lie was when she said that she wasn't hanging around Jen Shaw expecting to get anything. And then when Heather pulled that recording out, I was
You're crazy.
Like, shocked.
You're actually crazy.
And it proved. I mean, she said Kim Kardashian was an assistant, and now look, does this girl think she's Kim Kardashian? What's going on?
Well, we'll see when her sex tape comes out if she thinks she's Kim.
Kim Kardashian didn't know she was Kim Kardashian either. She had no idea how popular she would be. So
I'm sorry, but
would she have thought that maybe she was inspired after? Because she said when she first started working for Jen wasn't on the show yet. So then Jen gets on the show. Then she's like, oh, Maybe, hey, Kim Kardashian became famous from being
Right.
somebody's assistant, you
It
know,
was
so
probably
maybe it was a buildup. Maybe it wasn't an initial thought in the front of her
right.
mind. It
Right.
could have been a tickle in the back, and that's not a bad thing. Everybody's supposed to want more than what you have. You're
Yep.
supposed to. You're supposed to. You're
Aspire.
supposed to be a fish, look at a goat on the side of a mountain, be like, damn, I wish I could climb a mountain, and one day grow some feet and climb the fucking mountain. That's what we're supposed to be able to do any fucking time. But no, we're trying to box everybody in to this little bitty
No.
space
Hell
where
no.
she has to be the way that you're going to be with your awesome mom. I don't agree either how she's been with her mom. I have an awesome mom. I would
Yeah.
never. And I totally see how Monica could feel encroached upon in her womanhood by this constant barrage of crazy that her mom gives her. What sealed it for me from her mom, because I was kind of torn, because I was with Emmanuel
No
and
idea.
Sebastian. I was like, well, look, honor thy mother and father so your days can be long. Like, that's all I know. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But that
Yep.
dinner, the guacamole dinner, remember they went to dinner? And her
Yeah.
mom
Yeah.
ordered
Yeah.
the food and then ate her guacamole and then cussed her out and then cried and then laughed and then, you know what I mean? Like, can
Yeah.
you imagine
Monica
going
sat there.
through that? That sealed it for me on why Monica was like that with her mom specifically. And then I wish that she wouldn't have brought it on the show. And I was grateful that she was willing to be vulnerable and take a crap shot on her mom, who obviously couldn't deliver.
I know. Um. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her?
I
Do you
mean,
guys? What?
you're
Go
right
ahead. Go
about
ahead.
that, Curves. It's great to want to go up and grow. I don't have a problem with her wanting to be like Kim Kardashian, but just don't lie about it. She lied and said that she didn't want
She.
anything out of it. Just don't lie. Just be
The
just
only
be
thing what I
honest.
will say regarding Monica
What?
is
Listen.
Monica
I
is
don't. Who did she?
Monica
When
is
did
now
she ever
40
say
years
that? I don't remember ever saying that.
Krista.
Yeah.
Monica is now
When did?
40-year-old.
Yeah.
She has responsibilities. She can't
Right.
copy what Mom's done. And that's the bit where Monica has got to stop freaking out. Stop
I know. Well, she
making
does really freak out.
and she needs to
Everybody else
stop
does.
talking. Wait a minute. She needs to stop talking in front of her daughters about the situations because it's not healthy towards the daughter. I know she's not intentionally doing it, but it will be
Yeah.
affecting the children. I will say that about Monica, but the rest of it, these women need to realize they are a bit stronger together than what they are apart. And her mother should know of all people what it's like to feel that hurt, to not do it to your daughter.
Mhm.
You
You guys have.
know?
Yeah. Good. I'm the. Yeah. And I feel like her daughter, the oldest daughter, as much as she looks like she's, she's very good with her mom. But I think that's probably, it's probably going to show her what not to have. Like, I think her daughter's going to take it as a lesson of what not to be with or who not to be with, or how not to, because Monica's already changing the way she's changing the dynamic in her family by being a great mother instead of what her mother did to her and what the grandmother did to her. She's breaking the pattern already by taking away from the husband, whatever that situation was allegedly. I have my banner up. I don't know, the DV thing. I don't know where that came out, but I didn't know that. That makes sense now why she had an affair. I mean, not that you have an excuse to have an affair, but she freely admits, like you said, she freely admits what's wrong. Now,
No,
the
the
thing
affair
is,
was
if
10
she
years
did,
ago. The affair was 10 years ago. The affair was
Yeah,
10 years
yeah,
ago.
a decade ago. It's
she's
that
not
long.
bringing it down. Heather's the one that asked her about her life. Heather's the one that asked her shopping and all about herself, like she didn't know. She's like, she made
Well,
her say,
then remember last night they said that they excommunicated her out of the church and then everything that she did to get back into the church.
right, and they still
So she must live and die by that faith.
I don't think so anymore because they, like she
Have they
said when she went back
excommunicated her again?
well, no, she just decided she didn't want to be there. Like, she decided that it wasn't, I guess she started to cry. I don't know really how she said it, but she just said she couldn't handle it. She left.
I
Now,
will say the best remark out of this reunion was, bench warmer bitch. That took
exactly.
me out.
I
And
was like, oh my gosh, she was a bench warmer.
this is
That
why
was
I
so
run.
good.
This is why I run and stand for Monica, because she will say stuff straight off the cuff, straight off the top of the head, which is normally what I do, and shoot these bitches down when it's needed. Because Angie Kay had no right button to that subject. It had nothing to do with her. She was wanting a moment. She got a moment. she got shot down and looked a fool. I sent you the clips of what I said to Angie K back when Angie K tried it on one of the bloggers' things. And at the end of the day, the conversation was between Lisa and Monica to sort out, not Angie K.
Yeah.
And Angie K, it's sometimes, don't get us wrong, I'll do like Angie K, but she was reaching last night. She really was.
Yeah.
And I was in Meredith's corner basically because Meredith had script for script everything what Angie K was saying. And it's just there. It's just all drawn out. It's like it's so clear on the wall and the table that Angie K is desperate to stay on this show, and it's looking cringe. And her reactions in the blogs are even more cringe. She's like the Teddy of Salt Lake City.
Oh my God, Teddy! She is like Teddy.
Anyway, I'm going to jump back into the chat because I'm going to be making some food because it's different times here. But I will be watching. I'll comment, and if the link goes up again, I may come back up. Okay.
Love you. Okay.
Right, everyone have fun.
Because I have a question for Sebastian. So, why are you forgetting her? Because what you know now, we know now that Heather knew about. So you're talking about Monica lying. You don't think that Heather lying about knowing about Von Teese for?
I don't like Heather. I don't like Heather. I honestly don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay, so that's okay then.
Trust me, I do not like Heather one bit. I don't like Heather one bit. Okay. Especially.
Didn't you say Meredith was your favorite?
Yes, Meredith and Mary are my favorites.
So what do you think
like
about
Mary.
Meredith, the one who brought up the husbands and the nastiness of her, meaning Angie, and her husband? So what? That's a lie right there too. You know what I mean? Meredith is saying
she never said the husband was gay. There could have been so many things.
Say gay. She said nastiness and the husband. What about the husbands and the nastiness of Angie? And then when we talk about her husband. So if it's not about their marriage and it's not about him being gay, what is she? So she knows something else. So she's heard other rumors about him.
Their finances.
Been a gambler.
Angie K was talking about marriage finances.
He could have had a substance abuse problem. He could have had for some, you know what I'm saying? He could have, it could have been a whole lot of different things about him personally that had nothing to do with Angie, but could strongly affect Angie.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? He really could have.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. And the fact that, it's a shame because it really, Meredith did say that. And the whole reason they were talking about Meredith saying this because they're like, she's getting into her old patterns. And they make Monica say what she thinks the rumors. Now, Jen Shaw, remember, is the common denominator here. So anything that's been talked about these ladies in their lives came from Jen Shaw to go right through, Monica or whoever else. You don't think that Jen Shaw was filling her head with information about every single one of them?
And she even said
that
all the
I'm sure she gave
from Jen Shaw.
Sorry, I was going to say she probably has a dossier on each one of them from Jen Shaw, and on Stuart and on Jen. I mean, if she had to be a witness for the federal government, then I'm sure that she's got files upon files on each one of these women and things they've done. And
well, listen, it's only to say Jen Shaw. It's that she's a witness to the fact that Jen tried to get her to commit fraud, and the government wanted to hear what she had to say. And she probably had it on tape. But the thing is, I don't think that I think Von Teese was her whatever dossier, whatever it's called. But Von Teese, I have screenshots of what Von Teese was saying to Dana, because she was talking to Dana, sending her all the clips. There's nothing about any of the other ladies, okay? And the fact that
they took it down.
You're privileged to that. I know. I tried reaching out to Krista to see, do you follow this one? Because there was 2 and 3 and then another one, and she's like, I talked about it for 8 hours, and I'm like, I didn't ask you that.
Well, because I was for 8 hours, I still haven't gotten an answer on where are the fucking DMs that we went after Meredith for, and they're so bad that the women would try to fight Monica in the end. So again, I've yet to see anything that came from Von Teese or Monica specifically about I don't know, Meredith or Angie being a Greek mafia, her bankruptcies, Lisa's anything about Lisa. All of them were screaming at her. Whitney's like, I can't be around her. Oh my God, I can't sit next
Whitney
to her.
said that about Monica?
Yes. They're all
she moved from the table.
She heard us. I have to get up.
I'm going to have to go back and watch the reunion again.
You know what's so crazy? All of this, the more we talk about
I'll go watch it again.
And especially after watching the reunion last night,
Yeah.
I'm like, the audacity of these hoes. You
I
know
know.
why?
Yeah.
Because how they're grilling Monica
Mhm.
and don't want to sit next to her and crying in a huddle
I
like
know.
their dog is in a grave. It's
Like she
just bizarre. And these same crying, heckling hoes have not apologized to the melanated goddess that is Mary Cosby
I
for
was just
going
thinking the same
actively
thing for
and
bullying
digging
her.
up stuff on her and her family, talking about her, her family, her husband, her dead grandma, her dead grandpa, all of the other stuff. When she did sit down to the airhead little girl, the airhead didn't even say sorry the right way. It was
Nope.
more of a, we're moving on, aren't we, kind of conversation. She never apologized from her heart because it's not on her heart. And Whitney just wanted to know about her inbred chin and never took accountability in that conversation.
Every
So
single
we
And
one of
have
them.
the
anytime
other
you had
women
an if,
who spend time
oh,
and energy on camera,
I know.
besmirching her name, on camera, bringing in outsiders. One time, Lisa Barno wrinkles somebody party to try to bring down Mary Cosby, y'all.
I know.
They
I
want
can't stand
Monica.
Lisa Barlow. She gives all us Lisas a bad name.
Yeah, she gives all you Lisa's a bad name. You're right about that, but she also looks stupid sitting up there trying to make and hold Monica to this fire of something that
Yep.
happened off camera.
Yep.
That was off camera, ladies.
Yep.
But you want us to care more about that than everything you've done on camera with zero accountability, zero remorse, and which was truly damaging to somebody else on the cast and dangerous because Mary was getting a lot of heat in the streets. They stirred up a lot of stuff.
Didn't they mess with her church and stuff
Yeah, they messed with
really
her church.
bad?
They tried to blame her that some guy est himself.
Yep.
They tried to say that
Yeah.
she was milking
Money.
people for their money.
Oh
They were
yeah.
saying all this stuff. On top of
And
that, it
that
was an alleged.
didn't that come
uh,
from Jen Shaw and Lisa Barlow?
No, it came from
yes,
literally the
no, it came
blogger
from Heather. It came from Whitley.
Whitney.
It came from Lisa. They all three had ganged up together and done
Yeah.
that season. Remember?
That's why Mary didn't come
Yeah,
back. Mary didn't
I
come
was
back.
gonna say that's why Mary didn't come back and she didn't go to the
She didn't
reunion
come
that
back
year, and everybody's
because
like,
nobody defended her after Jenny Wynn. Oh, no. Awesome.
And then when she did
Yes.
come back,
Oh, 11:11. Thank you, God, for everything in my life. Thank you, God. Okay. So, darn, Jenny threw that glass at Mary. Nobody even went and checked on Mary to see if she had anything wrong with her. That's when Mary didn't come back. She was not even
and
safe.
yep.
Production didn't even do nothing but do a
no.
long scope out. They didn't even hardly follow Mary after she got assaulted with a glass by Jenny Wynn.
I
All of
think
that
that
was just under the rug. Go ahead, Lisa. Sorry.
production
I'm
messed
crazy.
with
Crazy.
Mary Cosby, and the other women messed with Mary Cosby. They tried to destroy her.
Mm-hmm.
Not just her church, but her family. I mean,
Well, she comes
and
back. And she comes back.
I know, and I'm glad she came back, but
She
I
tried to get
can't
an
believe
apology.
that her son lives in her house with her for a year and has been married and she don't know it.
I know.
She would have officiated his wedding. I think that's
Well, the
terrible
thing
that
is,
he
I
would do
think
that
they
to
had
his
to get
mother.
married. I think they had to get married so she didn't get in trouble for. I mean, I think they did it because
To live in the house.
she was underage. But listen, the fact that she came back this season and she gave what she did was she went to every single one of these women, waited for an apology. She didn't get one, so she said fuck them all, and she stopped filming. That's the only reason she came back, because she knew that they needed her, and the network did need her. Okay, she had her funny scenes, but the fact that she wouldn't get an apology, which I believe out of all of them, and then she's just stopped filming with them, and then they decided, okay, all of a sudden now, because she's not going to participate, that she's like, they're going to take her off the show, which I don't know how they even do that, because they've never done that before. They'll usually wait to the end of the season if she doesn't,
She'll
and
be
then
at the reunion next week.
well, that's the
Mary
thing.
Crosby will.
I don't think they should have. I mean, I know she's coming to the reunion, but I don't think. I guess maybe she wasn't going to show up anyway. But she said that they took her off the show. she said she was hanging out with certain people, but I think that she needed an
But
out.
when she didn't, the year that she didn't show up for the reunion that they were expecting her to, that was part of her contract.
Well, they still brought her back.
She
anyway,
basically quit then, right?
Yeah, but basically,
I mean,
that was the first time that they brought anybody back that didn't show up to a reunion.
Did you guys know that Mary Cosby and Andy Cohen knew each other way before she was on the show when she used to live in New York?
Yeah, she used to live in New
See,
York.
I think Mary Cosby's who they wanted to make the show around.
Me too. I
And
agree
Heather
with you.
acts like
And Lisa
everybody
acts
wanted
like
to make it
Lisa
around
too.
her.
Lisa
Yeah.
does
She's
that
so
too.
boring.
Well, listen,
I
the
know.
fact that Meredith is the one weaponizing people's things about people's husbands and not bringing it up, that created this whole entire thing anyway with Angie. And with as far as Angie's concerned, she fumbled the ball at the end right here because she really should have stayed by Monica's side, because we're going to see when she said that Lisa and Angie were the worst. That's because they were the worst talking to Von Teese before they knew who Von Teese was. So they were literally sending stuff to Von Teese. Okay.
That's what I said. That's another reason why they're so mad, is because they were supporting Von Teese
and sending information.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that how are you going to have a cease and desist, a legal letter with somebody's name, like all these people's names on it, and then you're going to allow, and if say Jen Shah doesn't tell Heather about the situation, she just allows somebody to work for her that's a part of a cover or a takedown. Because as soon as Heather found out about Von Teese, she let it keep going. She told Tanisha to pretend to be her friend and record her and I guess, I don't know, Heather wanted to make sure, I don't know what Heather was doing, but she let this entire season pretend to be Monica's friend, Sebastian.
Yep.
Pretended to be her friend, said that, I'll get to know her. And they
I don't like her. I don't like Heather.
Well, then, you know what? I don't like her. But she's also, if you don't like Monica for certain reasons, I get it. Like, you don't know you're gonna leave, right? But the fact that she has literally,
she's getting all of
the hero of the show. I think
she's getting too much of the heat. I think the heat is misdirected. They should.
But you agree, though, right? You're starting to see what we're saying. How you don't take out you don't like her.
I see that Heather deserves some of the heat too. A lot of these other women deserve the heat, but I just think that Monica is getting most of it, but she doesn't deserve all of it.
Thank you for saying that.
But
do you think she's conniving and dangerous and you shouldn't be on the show over it?
Number one, she shouldn't be on the show because she was part of a page that was doing. She shouldn't be on the show for that. No.
Okay.
She shouldn't be on the show.
So wait a minute. So how about the fact that Angie and all them were actually part, we're messaging that page? Now, not to say that, I know
they all deserve to get off the show too.
I mean, maybe they didn't have burner accounts, but you don't think they were using their own account to talk show? You know what I mean? Sending stuff about the ladies from their own names into I know they're not hiding it, but I should show you. Let me show you. Let's see it.
No, they don't deserve to be on that show either.
But, honestly, though, what is so bad about? We got Heather.
God, you cannot be a blogger and be a housewife.
Let me play a game.
Yes, you can. All doing with Candy, Dr. Heavenly, Nene for a time, but they told Nene to shut hers down for some reason.
You cannot be a private blogger and be a housewife.
Giselle, Robin, they have podcasts. Tamra gets a podcast.
Yep.
You can actually do what you want.
You cannot be a private blogger, a blogger that you don't even know nothing about, and be a housewife.
Well, wait a minute. Every time when the Housewives first came out, they were told to blog after the shows.
Yeah, remember they had to.
They every week. But the thing is, Angie, she didn't do it as she was a housewife. She wasn't running Von Teese when she was a housewife. That's when it got shut down. You don't know that? Yes, there
hasn't been anything posted since 2022 on the Twitter or the actual account.
September of 2022. It was a year and a half ago. So right after Jen Shah went to prison. Literally the cease and desist kind of shut it down. But all these receipts are from 2021, guys. So everything Heather's talking about is coming from Jen Shah in 2021. She still has not revealed to us all these things that were about the other ladies. I mean, we keep I know that we keep not talking about this, and we talk about again, we're talking about Von Teese. But again, Von Teese did not talk about the other ladies. Dana Wilkins have Von Teese information. She's got screenshots of what her and Monica talked about. It's all Jen Shah for 2 years straight. And there's other stuff Kel was in there, and then I really I really think either I'm crazy or that guy Murillo is a hypocrite. I don't know. He was like contradicting himself.
You're not crazy.
He was like
not at all.
really
I
saying
didn't
like
hear it.
Heather didn't know about the account. We didn't know it was the real Monica. And then he's like, well, yeah, because of the cease and desist, we all knew, but we weren't sure. You just said you didn't know. I'm like so confused. He's like, yeah,
That
I'm
whole
just
thing with
huh?
Murillo, I didn't even listen to the thing, and I can tell he's just like thirsty as the rest of them, mad he's not getting shine like Koa and Monica. He's all, what about me? He has pictures with Heather all cheek to cheek and everything, and he's just wants a moment too. I'm not taking his word at this point over Monica because he's only saying things that protect or mimic what Heather's talking about. And I'm pretty sure
he's
that if
protecting
he
the
were
shot.
Monica's friend, like why, unless he's on Tanisha's side now, and now it's both
he's
of
not.
them, and the snake is eating the tail, you
He
guys.
says Tanisha, he's actually backing that. He's like, Tanisha, yeah, Tanisha was on it, but she was only doing it to help her friend. Tanisha does, so there's no blame, he says. He takes all the blame away from Tanisha. Even if she was the one, she was literally saying in the messages, you should go tell about this, you should go tell about that. Tanisha was doing that.
And it was her email.
Yes. She had access to shut it down if she wanted to.
Why hasn't?
So I don't know how he's going to like look there and say that, oh, well, we can just forgive what Tanisha did because she came clean to Heather. No, she didn't. No, she did not. What happened was they got caught, and Heather knew about this when the cease and desist went out. She lied for a little bit because on the cease and desist, there's no Tanisha, but Tanisha was a part of it, and Jen Shaw just didn't know. That's why she's not on the cease and desist. So you little sneaky bitch are on a fucking Von T's account, and you're working for Heather, and you're not telling her. You're telling all the other people that they're on the account, but you're forgetting to tell that because Jen Shaw didn't know. But then even if you did know Heather, why did you let her continue to work for you if it's such a problem to have a burner account? Seeing the screenshots of her recently talking up till 2022 as she's doing her hair, all 2021. I mean, we could see them. I can bring them up. I mean,
and she was her best friend until she fell down the stairs on Easter.
Yeah, like 6 months ago, or I don't know whenever Easter was, but hello. And then her mother's like telling her that's on you for falling down the steps. You shouldn't have left. Like, what the fuck? She's 40 years old. Just being a star, what's it called, a mom, a stage mom. It's kind of like how like that woman doesn't want to be a fucking mother. She wants to be a housewife. She doesn't care about her daughter. All she cared was about Monica getting screen time. And the thing is, thank God that like Bravo is not giving her anything. All she's doing is destroying her daughter online. I really want to pull it up, but yeah. And the fact that literally we're going semantics with Meredith. I can't listen. I think Meredith is dusty. I think, like I said, she's like a bowl of bugles. That's what she reminds me of, like dusty bugles. And the fact that her husband smells like bacon. This is all stuff that Angie said, by the way. If you listen to what Angie said,
ruin bacon for me, please. Don't ruin bacon for me.
So we're gonna forgive Angie for saying that. All that shit about Meredith. I have not heard Monica say one damn thing like all these women have said either to each other or behind each other's back. Like we can go down.
Lisa didn't even apologize for her alleged hot mic moment. She just blames that. Oh, it's all excuses. None of these ladies are taking as much accountability for nailing themselves to the cross that they're trying to nail Monica to. It's ridiculous, and I'm not playing anymore. I reclaim my time. They're gaslighting me, y'all. I'm on a hamster wheel for them to have not taken any accountability for the Mary situation. We don't know about the black eye. What happened to the blurred out account? Who the damn F is P? You know what I'm saying? I'm reclaiming my time.
And again, like you wasted 3 weeks of our time on making me think that Meredith had some account somewhere. Lisa's like, God damn it, you did it again, Meredith. I knew it was you. We're done, Meredith. It's like, what did she do? Can you please show me? Lisa, what are you fucking talking about? Because again, that's not from Von T. So all them three, you wasted our time. It's like, what the hell were you doing? You want to just like show us like a trailer, a mid-season trailer and fuck it all up? And like, when we know the truth, like you can't hide from a cease and desist. Once that comes out, that's like truth right there. So, I mean, that gave it away. And I don't know how many people really knew about it. I forgot. I was like, how did Dana know? And I'm like, duh. It's it's actually Monica sent it to Dana. She's like, oh my God, look at this. She's like, we can't talk about it anymore on this account. But it was all just about Jen Shah. The cease and desist that all of Aunties was about Jen Shah. Okay. And like you said, if there's anything about the other ladies, fucking show it to us then, Tanisha. If you have proof or Heather has proof, show it. Where's the 1,500 voicemails or the 1,500? What is it? How many she has on Monica? Are we going to hear them? What is she trying to prove? I guess this like Tanisha.
And they all better have both sides of the conversation. So far, all we've heard is Monica talking to herself. And at this point, we should just think she crazy.
Right?
Because she could have, that was like talking to her reflection walking down Santa Monica Boulevard. She's talking to that. She's just saying this all out of the blue.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's,
and why is Heather
the blue one?
Heather's like, okay, go record her for me. Go record her, Tanisha. And then by the end of the season, I'm gonna act like, look what Heather did. Her whole performance. The fact that you think it's iconic, that performance on the finale, that is not an iconic performance. She's a horrible actress. I don't understand what timeline she's talking about. What timelines, Heather? You have timelines to prove what? I still haven't seen it. The fact that you're looking at her like you have something on her at this reunion, I hope to God, I hate to say this. It's all right. I'm not going to say it because I just got assigned 222. I was going to say something bad. I mean, that's the kind of shit that gets you beat the fuck up. I'm just saying, Heather. But you're looking at people like that and, her eyes getting her eyes starting to shut. She looks like she wants to get her ass kicked. She really does. Like, you don't have anything really on Monica, Heather. You are the one who's literally yelling at her for doing exactly what the fuck you're doing as you're yelling at her. You're yelling at her for being sneaky and a fraud as you are getting the information being sneaky and fraudulent. How did you get the information from a sneaky fraud?
OMG.
Like,
okay.
You're going to believe all her fucking, you're going to believe the fraud? Okay, that makes any sense.
Because look, you just hit the nail on the head, Krista.
Which one?
So Tanisha said in another live, because she's just been talking blabbermouth.
No.
Okay? She said, Tanisha, the one who gave the hairdresser, said that she knew Heather first before she even worked for Jen or met Monica Garcia, you guys. She said that Heather helped her and her son out before. And she is like during Black Lives Matter, she mentioned something about the Black Lives Matter and that Heather was really an awesome person and that her allegiance was always going to be to Heather because she was the golden child as far as she was concerned. She went on to say in the same live that she then worked for Jen. She then befriended Monica. The whole time she's saying Heather's her number one person. That's where her allegiance lies. So me and Candor, when I was like, Candor, so could it be that the reason that the 1,500 voicemails even exist is because Heather is a deep state implant, you guys. That would mean that Heather has been the long game plotter who have known Tanisha and been the one who's helped her out, who Tanisha owes all her allegiance. Because we're all like, well, why would you have had 1,500 recordings of your best friend, even if she was reality Montees? It just doesn't make sense. Who has time to record your friend 1,500 times unless you had an agenda, unless you had
who records their friends anyways, unless there's an agenda.
They're not friends.
So could it possibly be that Heather
had
Tanisha up to this to try to get to Monica, to try to get, for some reason, to now have a huge revealed storyline to make up for her never answering for why she was between the cheeks of Jen Shawshank, a convicted felon? She started the season out. This has all been deflection. She started the season out saying, oh, let's just have a snow party. I don't really want to talk about it. Let's move on. I don't really want to address it. Come on, everybody. Oh, come on. Let's go churn butter the whole rest of the season. We never got
fresh start, fresh snow or something.
Fresh snow was called.
First snow party at which Dana was supposed to be there, but she got the vid. Her kid got the vid. And so she ended up not coming on at all during the season.
See, that's the thing. The fact now that, like, what you just said, Tanisha, literally, as you're like trying to expose her as a fraud, you're showing that you're a fraud, and the fact that Heather, you cannot get away with it. There's no way that she did not. She set the entire thing up. And listen, because it doesn't make any sense. Why would Tanisha secretly record Monica for what? And why would Heather have the recording? Why does Heather have the recording? Think about it. Heather must have the recording of, I wonder how many more she has of Monica. Where'd she get them from? She got them from Tanisha. Why? Because she told Tanisha to go ahead, pretend to be friends with her for a little while. And then I want you to record everything and do the Von Teese thing. Make her try to talk shit on the other ladies. Like, you don't think Tanisha was sitting there and Heather was like, make her do it, make her do it. Make her, expose her, let her, like, yeah, no. Because Monica was too smart for this shit. And all she wanted to do was expose Jen. And she said, I'm not going to risk my reputation or my credibility by keep on doing this. So basically, it didn't work, Heather, because you still have yet to show us what the fuck you're so, like, all the shit about the other ladies. You have yet to show us all that shit. You're showing us a bunch of tweets that other people said, a bunch of messages or a bunch of posts that people said. Listen, you can go on Reddit and find the same accusations about every single one of you, and I can repost them. And you could say, oh, oh, Monica said this for me, or this person said literally all this stuff. It came from Monica's camp. It came from Monica's camp. It came from Meredith's camp. It came from Meredith's camp. It came from Meredith. It's like, where are the fact? Like you literally were going to end friendships with Meredith about this shit, and now they're all fucking kumbaya, forgiving each other all of a sudden. Now it's okay. Now they're all forgiven. This fuck Monica.
They have a common enemy in Monica over a made-up reason. Over a made-up reason, though, so they all get to deflect. And now I'm like, okay, if Heather is a deep fake, then, and now we find out that Jack left his mission. Was Lisa's storyline also a deep fake?
I was just I've been waiting to ask you.
He got sick, I think. He got sick,
do you think he bailed on his mission? Yes. He cut it and ran. He couldn't handle it in Columbia.
Good for him.
He got sick in Columbia.
Yeah, I realized that he couldn't. I'm glad that he didn't. Listen, it's really
I think his whole thing was to get the hell away from his mom. He went on and said, I'll go on a mission to get the hell away from her.
I think that
she can't follow me there.
I do believe he is nothing like her, and he doesn't want to be anything like them. I think he had all good intentions on going. He just didn't expect it to be as hard. He did get sick while he was there. That would make me bail too. And that's why I think she's okay with saying it, because he left because I think he got sick or something. He was in the hospital. Or
he probably drank the water. He probably drank the water while he was down there. Or the kid actually had to work and go knock on doors, and he hasn't had to do that living with Lisa.
But he wants to do. That's the thing. Like, he doesn't want to be lazy. He'll probably, now he's not even coming back. I think what she said, he's in LA. It's kind of, I find it ironic. The way that Lisa is, I'm surprised she's not with him.
Oh, she will be.
But I mean, is she going to leave for Henry? Like, I don't know. I'm glad that she is, I don't know. As much as I can't stand her, that would freak me out if my kid got sick in the hospital. I didn't get to see him yet. He obviously had a horrible decision to make by leaving the mission, which is probably a big
she was at the hospital with him. She went to the hospital. She went to Columbia and was at the hospital in his bed, by his bedside.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Okay, good.
And I don't know if they flew home together or not, but she's even said that she was with him in the hospital when he was there.
He wants to party. You think he does? I don't think he wants to party. Like, I don't know what gives you that vibe, though. Like, I don't get that vibe from him at all. I get it that he just wants to be responsible. I
just get that he wants to get it the hell away from his parents.
Probably. And maybe in LA he can, like, kind of, decompress and figure out what he really wants to do. What is he, 17?
Look, in Salt Lake, in 18, 19, in Salt Lake City, he's related to half the people, and the people he's not related to, his mom and dad are friends with, so he can't do nothing.
Well, LA's, hopefully he knows people in LA, but I guess we're going to get more of that story. But I don't think that was made up. I just feel like Lisa's, I don't think Lisa's storyline this year. Lisa,
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Lisa. Plus, she's all made. She just does stuff to do it. The way she jumps on the tables and walks towards people like somebody, and nobody ever has to hold Lisa back. Production never has to come. Lisa always knows to go back and sit down because you're just jumping up to jump up, Lisa. The same way, this could be a storyline. Fake.
And the same way Heather didn't have a storyline other than exposing Monica and leading all up to it and try to say something else.
Oh my God.
We really wanted to know.
Think about it. All their storylines were starting with Monica this whole season. They started some shit with her. She shuts it down, and then that person becomes friends with her. Somebody else starts shit with her. She shuts it down. They all become. By the time they get to Bermuda, every single one of them has gone for her feet. They have gone for her neck. Remember at the shaking thing?
Except for Mary.
Yeah, the shaking thing. She didn't even want to go to Bermuda, but Heather's like, "No, it's your birthday. Let's do it." Knowing about
Apologize, and then we can go. You need to apologize to Lisa, knowing the whole time.
Yeah, she's like,
that
okay.
You're just getting her there so that you can blow up her spot. Okay.
Yep.
In her home country, where her ancestors built the country, let's just embarrass you everywhere, not just national TV.
I mean, actually, Heather embarrasses herself because thinks
Heather embarrasses herself. I agree.
She held on to this black eye gate, knowing that pissed us off, knowing we wanted nothing to do with this thing. She still uses it as a plot line, which I couldn't even believe it. She's like, I'm still protecting her till right now. Jen Shaw gave me the black eye.
And that's really what it is with her being this vexed about the person who took down Jen Shaw. Why are you so pressed?
Exactly.
Freaking Heather face. I'm just like, what's going on?
Kind of makes you wonder if Heather didn't have her hand in that little cookie jar too.
Well, obviously
somehow, some way, huh?
She didn't stop it. She didn't sit there and go, Monica, I know that you're Von Teese, right? Even though Monica's like, I'm not hiding it. We had a cease and desist. I wasn't hiding it, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't about you. But, since Heather thinks that, like, Heather could have said, hey, let's not even, hey, Tanisha, how about you not be sneaky and record Monica? Why don't you let her give her a chance? Like, the fact that they connive to create this entire storyline and make Von Teese seem like she didn't know until the literally end of the show, if you befriended her the entire time, it's like first you protect a criminal and a violent criminal, allegedly, not even allegedly, because we don't know, Heather, you're calling her violent and everybody else is saying that you're lying. So you're a liar. You're literally a conniver. You're everything that you said Monica is. You're so afraid of Monica.
She was even on the show.
Yeah, let me see.
Why were you recording her before she was even on the show?
And as she was
on the point.
And she was on the show, recording her at the after Easter brunch, she's recording her. So why?
But the 1500. I wonder, did that just start since she's been on the show? That's what we need to know. When did the recording start?
Nobody's answering that. All these Team Heather people, all these Monica's dangerous people, nobody will explain to me what's so fucking dangerous. What is dangerous is protecting a criminal, being conniving, letting the telling somebody to keep the keep the burner account with her and make her talk shit. Like, are you
not care about the victims, those poor old people who lost their life savings and ended up destitute, having to move in with their children and whatnot if they had kids.
That's her aunt. Her aunt, she robbed her. Listen, they protected a woman, like I said yesterday, that woke up every single fucking day, looked at her kids in the eyes, had a nice, beautiful family, said bye to her husband, bye to her kids, made a goddamn decision, laughed in their faces as she walks out the door, and says, I'm going to go commit fraud and put their lives in danger and put our future in danger, put my life in danger. She made that decision every fucking day of her life with no remorse. None.
And I probably didn't answer some of her spam calls from Utah.
Well, listen, like the fact that she really kept doing it and was lying all the way up to the very end until she couldn't lie anymore. She lied until they read the scratch, until she was literally in court and they proved that that's when she pleads not guilty or guilty. We knew she was guilty, but they knew she was guilty, but they still said, we're her friend. It doesn't matter. We're her friend. Literally, that's all they kept saying. So literally protecting her. Heather with the scratches, making us think she's got a black eye from her. Knowing there's an investigation, it's pissing Andy off. It's been pissing him off ever since it happened. Every once in a while, you'll catch him on Watch What's Happened Live saying, Jen Shaw did it, didn't she? He literally said he clowned her the other night. I think he called them leather. He does not like Heather. So if anything, when he finds out that they went behind his back or whatever and created a bunch of horse shit around Jen Shaw again to take the best housewife in history down, Monica, she is one of the best housewives to come into that franchise. Think about it.
You're right. It's actually her and Mary were actually good. I'm going to be interested.
In Production's eyes, she is a fucking housewife gold. She knew the goddamn assignment. They did not. Right? Heather thought she did.
She sure did. She studied for her job.
We didn't care about
Monica did.
Heather. We knew that Jen did it. That we just knew you were protecting her, and that's the fucked up part. Like,
Mademoiselle, that's what Krista's saying. How are they more mad at Monica than they are with Jen?
they are all admitting freely that they were like literally that they were protecting Jen Shaw. They were protecting the fucking violent criminal. Again, the woman that woke up every single day and decided, and even had her friends involved. She had no woman for something. Listen, Jen Shaw's not changing. I don't know why anybody thinks like the way that they were protecting her, the fact that people think she's going to be on the show when she comes out. She's a horrible person. She's not a good person. It's listen, like she literally, I guess in the beginning, Monica, I don't know. I wish she would have like consulted with us first before she went and said, "Oh, I did it for free. I did it because I was her friend." Why didn't you?
Do you know why they're saying that they'll wait for her to come back? Because of Teresa.
Fuck Teresa. Teresa's only gone 3 years.
Judice.
Yeah, but Teresa's
I know, 11 months.
This is 6.5 years. Where do you think we're going to be then? You really think? I don't know what anything can happen in 6.5 years. We don't. Bravo might not even be there. Housewives might be. What they really should do. They need to bring all these women back, plus add Dana. I think they need to add Dana as a friend of. Bring the entire cast back that's here.
Quit with your whiskers. Sorry.
Because
my cat's being a nuisance.
I want them to expose the rest of the ladies, even if it's not done on the reunion. They need to get to the bottom of the fact that this is such horseshit. Nobody is addressing the fact that we have not seen any proof about the other ladies. I hope it comes up later. And I really wish that somebody, where's my salty podcast? Where is he at? Where are they at? I want him to come up because.
Why did they get to skate by without any
I don't know.
Like they didn't tell us anything about we don't have any closure.
Is there going to be 3 parts?
Other franchises have that whole like they argue, then they have a reconciliation. They have like that whole roundabout moment where you come to an aha. Yeah, this is like practically leaving us hanging in so many ways.
And it's all, again, we're all talking about the same stuff about Jen Shah. The black eye, the assistant, the feds, who was like running the account. Like we're all still.
You believe Jen gave her the black eye?
I don't. What I think has happened is either she's saying it because Jen opened the door and it hit Heather in the eye, and that that is considered Jen Shah doing it, so she wouldn't be lying by saying that.
What about the scratches?
I don't know. I think she fell in the bushes. She was drinking for 24 hours by that point.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Do you think she probably hit herself?
No, I think that something happened to her. I think she either hit herself at the door. What she told Dana is that she hit her eye. That Jen Shah opened up the door and hit Heather in the eye, and then Heather said that she told Angie H that she hit it on the sink. Or like a cabinet door or a sink or something. She was in her bed, and like I guess there's like where their beds are, there's like cabinets over it at the place they were staying at the hotel. She said she stood up and the thing hit her in the door, hit her in the eye, but they were roughhousing. So that like whatever happened, she decided in the morning to cover it up for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So why did you cover it up for what? If it was an accident, why are you covering it up? And then for 2 seasons now, you really literally acted like Jen Shah did it. Whether she opened up the door and hit you in the head, that's an accident. You should have said that. Or I don't think she punched her. I don't think she scratched her. I think that Heather fell in a bunch of bushes. I will never, ever in my life stick up for Jen Shah until right now because I don't believe Heather. I did last week until Dana's like, no. She's like, don't you remember me saying Angie H told me the story about her hitting her head on the sink? And then she's like, now I hear a story about her opening up a door. Or she said she's going to tell the story that Jen Shah did it by she opened up the door and hit her in the eye. But then we're going to have to say, well, why'd you hide it? It was an accident.
Jen Shah's threatening legal action.
What?
Jen is threatening legal action.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
That's why she said Dana. She's like, Dana, thank you for sticking up for me. If you need any information, like it actually was through Morello, and I guess because he's Jen Shah's mouthpiece. He's basically
is Morello who's running the account now.
Shah.
Okay. So look, I don't know. I might have to take back what I said about him then, because actually what Monica said is that even though her and Murillo, who used to be cool, aren't talking right now, he's not a thief. So
yeah, but he was either. I never heard him about being a thief either.
Yeah. No, he's supposed to hold the clutch. He's the man who was in this. Yeah,
I thought it was Kella, and it wasn't. They said they accidentally put it. It was a $5 clutch, the green clutch that went into a bag by mistake.
Is the one who didn't get paid for doing the reunion dress and got yelled at in the kitchen.
And he also
so it's all different people.
He also did the Biden Harris dress where Jen Shaw wore the Biden and Harris.
That's crazy. So she
That was beautiful.
Merlot said that he said that, what did he say this morning? What was he saying? Shit, what did you say? He said, oh my God, he cleared something up. And he just said, that never happened or something like that. I don't know. I can't forget whatever he just said, but he also cleared up the fact that they did not want it. The reason that Jen did not, Jen's saying that they're just so salty because I didn't accept the invitation for the one-on-one. No, Andy had a certain thing. Andy did not want the same old shit, and he wanted a certain way, and Jen, she didn't want to do it that way.
Yeah,
so
she
basically,
did.
that's why she turned it down, because Andy said, no, we don't want you to sit there and say the same old shit. You explained to us why you pleaded. You told us you were not guilty, and you are. Like, why did you lie to us, or why? You know what I mean? So she didn't want to talk about that. What she wanted was a special showing how she's saying goodbye to her family and she's going to do all those good things and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. And Andy's like, we don't want that from you. And they definitely did not want Coach Shaw.
But didn't they do that for Teresa?
Yeah, but that's a whole different story. Actually, they didn't want to because they actually needed Joe Gorga and Melissa to keep that storyline going. She was only going for 11 months, though. They only filmed for 18 weeks. So they filmed with Joe Giudice. And by the time the season came on, she was back. I was in the same prison as Teresa. And literally, like, the whole reason Joe was only on the show 2 times, and that was because Gorga was over there. And that's not because, Gorga's trying to save the show for them. It's just the fact that, like, Teresa didn't really do what Jen Shaw did. Teresa never said she wasn't guilty. Teresa just acted like she didn't know what she was doing. Bitch, we were signing mortgages and bank statements and changing them. So you knew what you were doing. I hate when she says that. But anyway, she listened to Joe. She screamed at the lady in the hallway and said, how dare you tell on? I don't know, saying crazy. But anyway, Teresa really, honestly, she robbed, like, FHA.
I would say this.
And it's paid back, so.
And
Jen's never going to pay the $1 million back that she owes people. Jen will never pay that money back, so.
No, she would have to work. Bravo should hire Jen back.
No!
When she gets out.
In prison.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you
her phone calls. You know, she has a nervous breakdown. They said every week that people tell her about the show. They try to keep it from her. This is what Merlot said. They try to keep as much as possible from her. I'm like, I can't. I wish they had a camera actually to see Jen's face every time this stuff goes on, because she wanted to be the star of everything. She tried to literally be the biggest star of everything. She fumbled it, and now she's behind bars with no freedom for 6 months, watching all these people do what she wanted to do better than she did it, because they're not thieves.
What happened to her? What happened to the friend? I forgot whose friend she was. She was on last season. I barely watched last season. Dana, yeah.
With Monica. She's friends with Monica. She was on one of my lives.
Oh.
I want her to come back as a friend of. Monica needs an ally. So we need Monica to come back and have somebody like, because something like Dana, because Dana is pretty smart. She don't take no shit.
Yeah, Dana, like I said, was supposed to be there, but the thing happened and all of that. Yeah.
I remember when Dana told Jen
she was a fucking something. Oh,
she was like, you better put some respect on my name because I'm the one who's gonna have to be putting money on your books.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, because you got your money on your books, bitch. Like, gotta respect some people. But think about it. That's like Jen Shaw for somebody like Jen Shaw, who literally just hurts anybody to get worse. She fucked up so bad. Like, imagine how she feels sitting in a cell right now. She fucked herself in like a very bad way, and in her family. She's going to miss out. And so she cried. Remember, they're taking me away from my son's graduation. And No, Jen, no. You woke up every morning and made that decision. The fucking feds just found you because you were too greedy.
Curves may agree with me on this. I was so annoyed. No. Curves may agree with me or may not agree. I was so annoyed every minute. She was like, they pulled ARs on my black son. They pulled AR. Yes. You put your children in that circumstance. You have an AR in your face.
Did she not think that the federal? What did she think's going to happen? What does she think a raid is? She had to have known this is not a sustainable lifestyle. When you get greedy, you get caught. She got greedy. She got caught. She had to have known. I don't know how she could make a decision and not be so scared. Think about it. She knew in any minute. Like, I don't understand. Like, she had already been warned to stop doing this. And she kept doing it. Somebody has a brain like that is fucking dangerous. Somebody that just doesn't listen to authority and does what the fuck they want anyway, even if she ends up in prison for sickness, she deserves a lot more than that. because she didn't think about her kids, her husband. He's out there fucking working, thinking, how do you think she spent 80 grand on, oh my God, on somebody else's birthday party? Remember, it was Meredith's birthday party or something the first season. Jen Shah, if he only makes 300,000 a year, you're spending 80 grand like it's nothing.
He was a lawyer. He was a lawyer as well for over 10 years.
Like he wasn't making that much money.
That part. But I agree with you about that, Sebastian. Like, I'm like, look, you're the one that did this as far as the children. And it was very sad. And I'm sorry that it happened like that. However, that's part of the lying that she was doing to herself and all of us.
Listen, when you literally take chances like that, when you play fucked up games, you get fucked up prizes. Okay, you fucking, you know what I mean, Jen? You played fucked up games, you got a fucked up prize. Okay, you took the chance that you wanted to make it, so your kids would ever see you again. Why they can get married without their mother, graduate without their mother, go through life without their mother. The best times of their lives are right now when they're growing up as teens. And think about it. Her son also, too, when you watch those scenes were so forced with her trying to be a good mom, they had dead a look in their eyes when they looked at her. They felt nothing. And it was obvious. Why do you think we're not hearing anything about her kids? They just moved on with their life. They knew their mom was a piece of shit.
Well, she wasn't there for them in the beginning anyway. So it's not like...
Yeah, remember she was working on being a good mom?
She had said, somebody in the football world said that she used to be a really good football wife, like a wife's coach's mom, a coach's wife, and she was all into it. And something happened somehow. Yeah, agreed. Something, I don't know, the show maybe or something, but she was doing this for a long time before this. Like, she was really creating this shit back in like 10 years ago. Like, they've been really watching her for a long time. And it's like,
what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think about Jen saying she's going to sue Heather, Andy, and production, but she has not mentioned anything about trying to sue Monica?
Because she already tried, because Monica, they already shut that account down with the cease and desist, and Monica listed at that point. But then I guess, I don't know what happened with it all after. I think they made up another one. I don't understand how. I do believe the cease and desist was supposed to just stop them from repeating it. I don't know if they were just to shut it down. But again, it was out in the open. What did you say? What did you say, Curves? Oh, Jen, she's only going to sue Bravo because Heather won't stop saying that she violently punched her in the face, making us. Yeah. She's actually putting the narrative out there that Jen like violently punched her in the face instead of just saying Jen opened up the door and it accidentally hit me. Like, that's what I meant by Jen did it. But you said you protected her though. That I don't believe her. You protected her from an accident? She accidentally
did Murillo co-sign on Von Teese tearing down the other ladies?
He is. I thought so.
I wonder, does anybody know? Did he say that they on that channel Von Teese really did attack them?
No, he actually, this is what I was about to say. He actually validated that account never had anything about the other ladies in it, Murillo.
Okay.
He said, yes, he actually validated that part. That's why I kept saying, I said, holy shit, he's not on Heather's side or anything. He's just like, but he's like saying things. And then he's like, well, yeah, well, we didn't know, but then we thought it was Monica. It's like, wait a minute. He validated that he never saw anything about the other ladies. And then you hear Jenny's like, well, do you think maybe, she's like trying to figure out why they even said that anything was about the other ladies. I don't know if Jenny Blazin, she was like believing him or trying to get him to like explain, what do you mean? Like, nothing was about the other ladies. Why are we still talking about exposing Jen Shah? That's not what this season was about. This season was about some kind of DMs about the other ladies, and when Meredith did it or Monica did it, Meredith or Monica, like, this is not about Jen Shah. I don't know why. Like, it wasn't supposed to be. Anyway, the bitch is in fucking prison. Like, how many more years off of her life is she going to take? I was like excited to do this recap, and then I'm like, man, I looked at our last week. We spent 8 hours doing this. Like, and we still have not received our answer of what is the crime here. Where is all the stuff you wasted on us telling us that Monica did it or Meredith did it? Meredith, I mean, literally on the boat, ready to throw her off the boat, Lisa. Lisa got up and walked and started screaming at Meredith and was like, literally walked to the other side of the boat and says, I can't be friends with you anymore. Meredith, I know you're doing that. It's like, you had a hot mic moment, Lisa. So what do you mean? Like, maybe she shouldn't want to be friends with you anymore. And then Meredith, the husbands, they're all the ones exposing shit, okay? Not Monica. Monica exposed the fraud, the dangerous person, the one Jen's still fucking playing games with. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, they're still playing games with her. No, she did it. She didn't do it. She did it. She didn't do it. It's like,
Doesn't Heather go see her?
they should actually probably pay Jen. Actually, they should probably pay her for this season because they made it around her again. God forbid, because of Monica, they want to take her down so bad that they had to make this season about Jen Shah and Monica again, or how horrible and the sneak that Monica is. But they're not telling us that Monica talks shit on any other ladies. I'm so really fucking confused.
Listen, the season they bring Jen back.
They're not bringing that back, my friend. I love you. I love your dreams and hopes and dreams.
Ratings.
I'm dashing your hopes and dreams, but go ahead.
Those ratings are gonna skyrocket. Our TVs are just gonna shut off.
I actually just got excited when oh my God, I just kind of got a little bit excited thinking about it. Oh shit.
It would be like 3-4 million in one.
I would really have to go to Utah. I don't think I could handle her anymore. I don't think I could handle Jen Shah anymore. Like, she made me crazy. You don't understand. I was like screaming on my lives. I'm like, please come up here and explain to me. Please tell me why. Like, I was screaming, like, please tell me why you're doing this. Why did you do this? Like, why did you, like, I wanted to know so many things. Like, why would you go on? I wanted to know too why you would go on a TV show and say, if the show is about women in business, I'll do it. But if it's about housewives, I won't. So you really want to be caught. You really want to go like, throwing it in people's faces. You're a good businesswoman. Why you're robbing other people? What the fuck? And then when you got caught, what were you going to say? Oh, I lied and I don't know. Like, it's so weird. I don't know the psychology behind a person that goes, I don't know. I wish I knew the psychology behind the person that commits crimes like this and then goes on a fucking reality TV show. Where in the fucking criminal handbook does it say to go expose yourself and throw it in people's faces so you get caught? I didn't see that in my handbook because, like nobody,
I feel like that's what helped Erica's husband get looked at harder too, was her bragging about how it was $40,000 a month for her to look like she looked and stuff like that. Remember?
Listen, they were regular people and she filed for divorce. Nobody would care. Nobody would be like, wait a minute. She's with him for his money. Why is she filing for divorce? He must be out of money. How's he out of money? You know what I mean? You're like, oh shit. The fact that she did it is what made him get caught. And the thing is too, she knew he was like, something was happening and they went on camera and went on a reality TV show anyway. Teresa Joe, like I literally remember doing what we were doing. And I was like, I would think to myself, oh my God, like I was so scared. But I did it for a very long time. And then like literally the second we were caught, there's no way I could lie. It was so hard to lie to a detective. Do you know how hard it is for one of those detectives, like a federal agent, to just raid your house, you're caught, and then you have to sit in a fucking room and they're like interrogating you, and you try to lie about it. You cannot. A normal person can't lie. Like it's too hard. They know it's scary. Like I don't know how she sat there and like basically told them that they were like they targeting her, the brown girl. They're targeting me, the brown girl, the Southern District of New York. They're targeting me. I'm the brown girl. How do you say that to these people? Like no wonder. Like they had 98% conviction rate for a reason. The 2% is retrials. Okay, it's literally mistrials. Not none. You know what I mean? People either know that they're caught and they plead guilty, or they go to court or they go to trial and they get found guilty. She was looking at 70 years if she had to go to trial. She's lucky 6.5 years. They had to make a whole entire new tier just for how much of a crime she committed because of how much money it was. She was like, and they made an extra tier just for Jen Shah. And they literally warned her to stop doing it. Like, where's the psychology behind somebody that actually keeps on doing it and then goes on a reality show saying, I want to highlight my business? To me, you want to get caught. Like your subconscious wants you to get caught. It's the universe working in order, right? It's the universe telling her, like basically her subconscious making her feel, be stupid, go expose yourself and actually brag about your money and throw people's, and treat people like horse shit. Treat the entire cast like they're fucking below you when you're the fucking felon. You're the criminal. At least Monica admits, I'm poor. My husband was abused. Like now we're starting to understand what she's been through. Not one time has she fucking cried about her that kind of, that part of her family. She had her mom on there. That's how we found out about that. We didn't hear her going like, oh, my husband, you know what I mean? Like we could have, like nobody asked her about her husband. They wanted to focus on the stuff she wasn't doing instead of the stuff she did. Like, you know what I mean? I'm poor. I was dying to know about her husband and the guy. And like, I was shocked to see how hot they both were. Again, it's not about being hot or not, but like what happened? How did you guys meet? Like, did you fall in love with him? What was your husband doing? How did you get away with it? What did the white, like, I need to know. I want to know everything. And that's like, if you want to be a real housewife, that's how you do it. That you give us that. You didn't have to be a part of you had to expose Jen Shaw, but you didn't. You literally could have came on and said, "Here's my story," because I'm sorry, I'm interested in that part of her life. I really am. That's what I wanted to know about. I've been saying it all season. Why the fuck are we focused on? Like, I'm like, oh my god, I already know she's Von Teese. This is not a big deal. Please, can we focus on her real problem? Like, why she is a real good housewife? Why she's literally a Bravo housewife because of her past. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, speaking to your point, Monica, in that post I mentioned in the chat earlier, she posted that the reason she ended her marriage was because of DV. She was a victim of DV. He would do it in front of their kids. And so she had to go. And she was going to, use that for her storyline. But yeah.
It's just, and I don't think that they're going to fire Monica. I mean, if you watched it, Andy actually, he only said hi to her. They all walked in. He called them Leather, and he looked at Monica and said, "Hi, Monica."
No, he did not. I have to go back and watch the very first? Did he call Heather Leather?
He called Heather and Lisa. He goes, "What do you guys call Leather? What did they call? Oh, bad leather." He said. He's like, "Oh, you guys like bad leather." Yeah. He goes, and then Wendy goes, "That's me." And he goes, "Not really." He's like, "I've said worse." He didn't even apologize.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
He's got
I
to
can't even believe though that that's what we have to put up with, like you said. Where are the viable storylines?
Why'd you waste
Why are we always talking about other stuff on this particular franchise? Like these ladies have, what do they have going on? What did they have going on before Monica got here? Besides trying to take Mary down or supporting Jen. Like they were literally doing like pep rallies for Jen. Taking her out, constantly pampering her because she was a criminal and was going to have to pay for the crime she committed against humanity. And they were making sure she had all the hot chocolate she could muster and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like why is that okay? But we don't get any explanation. And then even this season, what did Whitney do?
Make up stories, tell lies, make up stories, make her family, make her husband look bad. Make it sound like Heather exposed her vagina, sexually exploited her vagina. But if we're all fucking kumbaya now, it's all forgiven now. Monica didn't say shit. What
did even Meredith do? Meredith did the trip to Trixie and brought Mary back.
The husband.
I've got a theory.
Yeah.
And Larger Curves, I want to know if you've seen what I'm seeing. I really do. I think this season has been all orchestrated out. I think every housewife has known who Monica is. And I think it's been set up that way to save the show. And the reason why I'm saying this, every episode, someone has always had to have beef with Monica, pulling her apart, not really asking her questions about her life properly, just wanting to know the dirt or anything just to knock her down. And they've been stepping back, not really showing their lives apart from the son going to Colombia, Meredith wanting a bath, Whitney pretending that a marriage is failing. It's just, and I don't even know what story Heather Gay had ever, because it all just happened at the end. Oh, the black eye, which no one cares about.
Oh, nobody gives a shit. I'm so over it. I can't do it anymore. I said, Jesus Christ, are we really just? We were over at Ultimate Girls Trip. It's like, and she said they stole the shit from Giselle, and they laughed about it.
You can see how it's all set up.
Oh yeah,
and how it's gone, but it saved the show. And the thing is, I want to get my hands on that burn book.
I know.
Did Andy say they knew or not?
They what?
Huh? Did Andy's admit that they knew she was Von Teese or not?
He'll not admit nothing.
I mean,
he didn't even really go into it a lot, did he?
Not yet.
He's as shitty as whatever is.
I think the next two episodes are going to be solely focused on just that. I think they need. What else are we going to talk about? We got through all the stuff with the other ladies in this one episode. We only have literally two. We have 2 parts left. We've gone through everything already. We went through Whitney's lies. Wendy's making up lies about Justin and her. We went through, let's see, Lisa and her son, and arguing all the arguments they had. We all just went through them. So all we have left is to talk about this Von Teese stuff. And the fact that they're not going to give us, huh?
By the way, larger curves, you weren't here. My favourite housewife blocked me.
Cool.
Mary Cosby.
What happened?
What about Mary?
She was doing a tour of a hotel room, and I put in the comment section, but does the hotel have money?
What does the
And
hotel have there?
it's the champagne what she likes to drink. Remember when she was on the phone to Trixie's hotel saying, does it have
Okay.
money? And
Oh, no way. Did she block you for that?
She blocked us for that. That's the only thing I've ever said.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, well, like, so
I still love her. I still love her, but it's hilarious. As you can see, she's still on my default.
Listen,
That's hilarious.
a representative of Salty. I asked his Real House husband that follows our thing, and he's also good friends with Dallin on their the Salty podcast. I just asked him to come over. I'm like, we need some opinions. Come over. I gave him the link, but because he's good friends with Dallin. He's on the podcast with them one couple times. His name's Wes, by the way, and he knows that Whitney and Dallin are very good friends, and even has like an NDA because she tells him a lot of stuff, but he knows. I mean, he's got really good opinions about this stuff, but like he sees what's really happening, and it's like I really do like I don't like everybody's out there talking about this stuff, but like they're still saying that we're dangerous. They're supporting Monica.
Yeah, like by proxy, because they're gaslighting the world.
Yes,
to make
but
her win. I'm tired of this. Like it's been a decade of freaking alternate facts. I'm glad that the truth is coming out. I'm glad that some people are really being courageous and speaking truth.
Yep.
And all of this fakeness and all of these lies, just because you yell it, just because you get a gang of girls on the beach to say it all with you, doesn't make it true. You know what I mean?
Exactly, Sister
I
Kay.
just wanted to know
she kept it from
the original OG friend that is Volta. Rest in peace, Volta. I just want to know his actual opinion. Has anyone got a phone line to heaven on the cloud so we can ask Volta's opinion about all this behavior?
I would really, I wish I could just I want to remove you the day of the Black Eye date. I don't know why I still care. I realize I need to remove viewing here to see what really happened, because I don't think we're ever really going to get the truth about Black Eye. I don't know, because I don't know how they could go. Here's Wes. I don't know how they could get away with not letting Andy know that Heather knew the whole time, because I think production had to have known. Wes, what do you like? How the heck did Heather really know the whole entire time? She had to have known. They say it's 100%. Dallin says 100% Heather knew the whole entire season. Kept it from the other ladies. So why? I don't get it. Why is that okay? I don't. Why?
I can definitely see season 5 in the confession box. A whole lot of bars, Jen behind them in orange, looking good, doing the commentary. Because clearly Jen has never left this show. She never will.
I know. I'm telling you right now, I actually got a little excited thinking about the shit that could happen when she came back. But I will lose my mind because she's so wrong all the time that my blood pressure just doesn't I don't know. I want to know production. I want to know how.
If she comes back, this is going to be drama on steroids. This is going to be like 80s Dallas. The heat is going to be on. The drama is going to be real, and it's going to go down.
They better figure this out in the next 2 parts and either vindicate Monica or not vindicate. I want them all to actually apologize to her for literally I think I don't know. I really do feel like they owe Monica an apology, or just say, hey, look, this season went the way we wanted it to. Our ratings went up because of this stuff, because Heather was able to gaslight everybody and make it think that there's this big reveal. And we all watched it. Half of us are back here going, we already knew. It's not new news. Tanisha's not going to get a spot anywhere. I think they need to bring Dana back because nobody is going to hang out with her. Think about it. They're acting like they're excommunicating Monica. They're basically like the church. Think about it. Oh my God, hypocrites. All the things they've done, but she comes clean and they excommunicate her for being honest out of the group, right? Same thing happened.
I wonder if Jen Shaw can do call-ins to watch what happens live via the prison, from the county prison, Jen Shaw,
Oh,
giving a commentary.
she'd have to call collect, or somebody had to put some money on her books. No, the thing is, oh my God, Morello, it's how embarrassing. Why would you, like, he's sitting here basically like defending Jen Shaw. I couldn't understand what is he's literally defending Jen Shaw. And I'm thinking, do you know when you're defending a fraud, right? Like, just because you're her social media person, like, don't sit there and act like she's not wrong. Like, how she's not right. She's definitely wrong. And I don't know why you think, I don't know. This dude's weird. I can't figure out what his deal is. I don't understand what he's doing. All he's doing is he's Jen Shah's mouthpiece. Okay. Obviously, yeah. If you're going to say I committed a violent act while I was out on bail, I might have to sue you if it's not true. But aren't they going to get in trouble? Like, they keep it. I don't know. Or they see. This is the thing with Sandoval. This is what fucks me up with Sandoval, because I feel like you said they're the 8th housewife, but how can they really keep this shit from, like, I don't know. If production said, "Oh, Heather, let's make this a 2-year thing,"
I just
plot.
I just can't take it too serious, because the simple fact is, it is so transparent. You can see through it. You can see all the holes in it. And production, God love them, they've tried the best in Bravo, but they can't cover this up. They can't get past me, the real Jessica Fletcher. They cannot do it. I see through everything. Larger, I know you know. It's
like X-ray vision. X-ray vision. We see through all of this. We're like, they're not fooling anybody.
Exactly. It's so clear. You have got to be pretty dumb.
Well, that's why I think he's obsessed with Jen. How can you still be obsessed with somebody that's like such a fucking fraud? I can't. He blocked. See how they block people? Oh my God. Like, Heather blocks him too. Heather blocked Salty Pot. It's so crazy, because literally he calls her out.
You're on a show. We get opinions. You post some bullshit. We're gonna have something to say.
They call her out.
It's because Jen is a behind the bars star.
The thing is, like, nobody wants to aspire to be Jen Shah. I hate when they say she wanted to be Jen Shah. First of all, before we knew she was a criminal, we didn't like her. Okay, she was loud, obnoxious, screaming and yelling at people for no reason, not taking accountability. Her husband tried to tell us her husband didn't go to her dad's funeral. They got all the lies. My aunt that lost her legs. Oh my God, how dare you say I smell like, I'm so upset about it. And you say you smell like hospital. Oh God, you're such a horrible person. Oh my God, screaming and yelling at Whitney at the party. And I'm like, this fucking chick, I don't fucking like her. She's nuts. You literally took a page from the handbook and it's not working. And then
there's supposedly an extended, uncensored version of the reunion available on Peacock. And that lady from IG, I'm just going to say BAB, are the initials. She's taking credit for starting she's like, I'm pretty sure it was us, social media, who started the rumor about Monica stealing the ring, like to take the blame off of Lisa and Heather.
I honestly, with Jen, and the situation is the way she manipulated people. She did a luau, she danced, and she put them in a trance, and everyone's now.
Why are you guys fighting?
The thing is, you will never stop this from happening, because Jen has put the tracks down. This is a serious situation.
Unless you're
This is a serious situation. What has Salt Lake been all the way for the past
Wes, what's in the water out there?
It all revolved around Jen. This is the moment these housewives have the chance to actually show themselves properly. And what did they decide to do? They decided to go after the new housewife as a storyline. It is piss poor. It really is.
I like this in the beginning.
They need storylines, real storylines, and real things, what's happening, what's current. And I cannot blame Monica at all. I would have done it myself. I would have taken that ticket and went on to make money myself. If I had 4 daughters that need feeding, I would have done that myself. It's as simple as that. And Bravo knew.
I think Angie did too. I think when Monica said, Angie, you shut the fuck up, I'll tell whatever, you were involved with Von Teese too. I really believe that the DMs that got were from Lisa and Angie a lot, but probably about the other ladies.
Jen was just like a Tasmanian devil. 1 minute she's
She's
fine, the
not.
next
I
one
know.
she was like a whirlwind going crazy at
Oh my
everyone.
gosh.
And you're
So
just like, you cannot communicate with a person like that. There's just no like give and take, and it's just like, oh my god.
Like I wasn't
But like,
disappointed in the reunion, but I am now. I realize we're gonna have to wait 2 weeks for like probably the end result of her. That basically for Andy just to say, "Do you guys feel differently about her now?" You know what I mean? Like, how do you feel about Monica now? Like, we're gonna have to wait. I mean, I wish to God like everybody would just acknowledge the fact that like we still have not gotten those receipts. We could get them somewhere else. We don't have to wait for them to show it on the reunion. If you have them, Tanisha, or show us what Monica did, why do we have to wait? You know what I mean? It's like they must not it.
I think Tanisha's realised that she's put herself in a hole, and I think Tanisha's going to start running scared.
Like running her mouth? Is she still out there? I haven't checked. She's still out there running her mouth.
She's
like
she's not smart. Put it that way. I was like,
you know what? Let them talk. Let them keep doing these things. She's going to get so
smart.
Yeah.
But the more she opens,
dig herself a hole.
the more she opens her mouth, the more she's putting herself in the grave. Basically, she's
it's the same old thing. You get greedy, you get caught. You keep running your mouth, we're gonna realize it's horseshit. You're gonna keep saying dumb things. You're getting like, like Jen. She had so much money. Why did you have to keep? It's like she did an extra 70 million one year. For what? For no reason at all. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll make that account. I'll make 70 million. I'll spend it on a birthday party. Like, or I'm sorry, 70,000. Like, it just the money that she had and didn't understand. Like, she didn't have to do it. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, her business was legal, but I don't know how she decided to make it not legal. Like, she was doing legal shit, but then just turned it into an unlegal business. And I don't know how her husband, the lawyer, didn't know. What fucks me up about Coach is I thought I was on his side. I thought that he snowed her. She snowed him. I said she must have been lying to him her whole life. So he has no idea when she's lying and when she's not, because she's always lying. So I was like, how could he believe her? But the fact that this professional man thought that it was okay for another man and to pay for his birthday party fucked me up. I said, how in the fuck she get to talk you into thinking that somebody's going to pay $50,000 for your grown ass man's birthday party? That your wife's like, she must have really fucking been lying for a long time for him to actually believe that they didn't have to pay these people back. Like, why did you think that they would pay for your birthday party? That makes no sense, Coach. You're a smart man. Is she really snowing you that bad? And I really thought he was going to divorce her the second she went to prison.
On a lighter note, I'm going to be Meredith Marks's manager. I'm going to get her into QVC on selling bath bombs, everything to do with baths. Everything. Her name and her face is going to be on every bath basically now. This is Meredith's goal, is to sell bath bombs. Yes. Everything to do with bath.
I love a good bath bomb.
Yes. And you can say Meredith.
You should have a line called The Husband.
Rolling a tongue. I like the bath.
I want to see all the notes in Meredith's bag. I want to see the burn book. What's in the burn book? Can you guys? I never watched Gossip Girl. Is that like a hit from Gossip? Is that something from Gossip Girl or something? What is with the burn book?
Burn book was something from high school.
Oh, is that Mean Girls?
Like Mean Girls burn book. I don't know. Here,
because they showed it in Vanderpump. They showed it like I thought. Oh, maybe it's a prop or something. But I get it now. Well, I didn't understand Gossip Girl. I never watched Gossip Girl, so I didn't know that was a thing. I thought that was, now that I know that was something that Gossip Girl said. Now I think it's boss that fucking Monica said even Gossip Girl can't stay Gossip Girl forever. I didn't realize that Gossip Girl said that. So
I've got another plan as well. So I've got another plan.
In Mean Girls, when they were showing the other girl, inviting her in, and they told, what's that girl's name? Lohan. Is that the Lohan girl?
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan. They were like, it's our burn book. See, we cut out girls' pictures from the yearbook, and then we write comments. Look.
Yeah. I mean, like the fact that like literally what is she selling caviar for breakfast? Meredith,
yeah, and her husband eat caviar for breakfast.
But she smells like fucking stale bugles and like, I'm sorry, I can't get over hearing about the dusty jewelry, and then her outfits remind me of just like I don't know. You guys know what the back rooms are? The back rooms.
Yeah.
That's a weird feeling you get when you see the back rooms, like that. Oh my god, I don't want to go to the doctor feeling. I feel like Meredith belongs in the back rooms. I'm sorry. Like the back rooms
You know, I
vibe.
was pleased she didn't have any feathers, at least.
I've been straight thinking, and I think Angie K could be marketing something as well. You got Patti LaBelle. You got Patti LaBelle with her potato pies.
My God.
Now you got Angie K with Greek salads.
I didn't even have one. I never had a burn book. You know who had a burn book? The chick on Below Deck. Remember the one stew that they had to like ask her to leave. She had a burn book. What was her name? She was violent to the kid. Oh my God, she had a burn book. She's like, yeah, I had a burn book, and she was like, it was like all these women that like, and she was like in pageants. All the women that like didn't have her. I don't know. Like it was like moms and they like friends' moms' names, teachers' names were on there. Literally, this bitch had a burn book. I said, wow, burn book vibes.
Wait a minute, Weston, stop trying to make fetch happen.
I know. I told him to call. I wish Weston would call.
But like I say, this is like
emotional I get about this stuff.
I cannot take this too seriously because Monica will be coming back. It'll be like a U-turn. Yeah. It'll be Monica rising from the thing.
And she's slaying the shit. Like she's literally slaying. They're like, she's like, actually, she didn't even like follow my directions and act like she was a victim of Jen Shaw. She's like, yeah, fuck it. I called on her. Fuck it. I was her friend.
Yeah, it's like she just wanted just let's keep moving.
No, actually, he said she's going to prison. I was like, good one. He's like, I thought she was going to deny it, but she literally said, like, the story I got was Jen said, I need you to, or when you want to be rich, I'll tell you how to make money. I want you to like put this money, 600 million and something in account. And she's like, what? That's weird. Went to some guy who's a, like CIA person and said, yo, this chick is like asking me to do this. Should I do this? And he's like, no, she's going to prison. Fuck that girl. And then you have to play the victim. She didn't pay me. She's like, nah, fuck it. I was her friend. Fuck it. I called. I'm like, Monica, shh.
Because she's a terrible person. She was.
Well, she was.
A lot of people had a similar experience with her being just like
it's not a crime to post violent criminal.
This is like a life lesson with people. If you want to get on top of the haters, you expose yourself before they expose you. That way you can not be guilty. And that's what Monica did.
If she didn't, then they call her hot. They say she's hiding things and she's a liar. You didn't tell us about you didn't open up about your life. It's either you open up and they use it against you, or if you just tell the truth. Look, if you get your truth out there, like I had to in the very beginning, people rewrite history for you. And if I was not. You're not going to rewrite my fucking history. I will tell you.
If you wear it, what you've done in your past, you own it. You say what you've done.
Yeah.
Especially on public TV.
I'm proud of it. I'm proud of where I can. I'm proud of where I'm at.
There are no
people like Jen Shaw. I'm like, I was gutted when I was caught up in my situation. I was gutted about it. I was so scared. I couldn't even function as a normal person because I knew it was going to end. I knew we were caught. I knew it was going to happen. Listen, and I know it sucked really bad. And like, I did other stuff. I've done other crimes. I've done other shit. But like to see her go on there and just like, I was like, literally, I didn't talk to my family for like 3 years. Like, I really like, I don't know how this person was Jen Shaw. Like, she's one of a fucking kind. It's nothing like Erica's nothing like her. She's not anything like, she's not like a Teresa. She's just somebody who I just like Bernie Madoff, basically. No, like not even self-awareness for other people. No self-awareness for yourself. Like you put yourself in like so much danger. Like you took your life basically by like being a fraud. Did you not? That's not sustainable. Doesn't she realize like when that's happening, that's not a sustainable lifestyle. Everybody gets caught. You can't do that forever. Like
Weston, the thing is, I see what you're saying, but these women have no storyline. These women,
you've been bullying us for years.
These women have no storyline, so they're going to cling to Monica because Monica is the story. They do it in Beverly Hills.
Well, they better think. They better make it sound right. They better make the math. The math. Make the math work out.
They've done it in every.
Fire Heather.
The problem with this franchise is these women need to start stepping up and actually having a story. a one worth telling.
We said it. They had nothing. Think about it. Now you think about Whitney had to make up shit every week. She had to make up a fight with somebody every week. Then you have Mary, who's like, I ain't fucking showing up. You got Meredith going, other things going on. I can't talk about this shit. People are losing their limbs. I can't be messy. People are losing limbs. It's like, okay. And she's like, the husbands, god damn it. But Meredith had nothing but the husband thing. Angie basically is one of like a Monica. She's got it passed, but she doesn't want to talk about it. She's got shit happening. She don't want to talk about it really. Monica's like, at least I give my shit out there. You have shit you're hiding. So Angie wasn't going to give us shit. She's going to keep her asshole tight as possible. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
I'm going to be Meredith Marks.
Lisa's got nothing. She doesn't want to talk about her life.
You can leave. I'm disengaging. I'm going to take a bath.
Like telling you like you know, bath bubbles that make not have like scum or something. Because what did they say? Like I think really that they know she's dirty, and I'm just saying that because Whitney really does like. They called her Dusty. They said I wouldn't want to be in a bathtub with her. I really think that they think she's dirty or something. I don't know. Wes, I heard somebody said they heard she smells, or he smells. Like, really, like. Literally, like, how can you? Yeah, like even that. I would have like honestly at first. If I were Monica, I just would have said, "Hey, I was behind the account in the very beginning." Listen, because if she was worried about the whole season, fucking Heather, like, how dare you try to be her friend? Like, make her think that you're going like this birthday friend. Like, I was so happy for her when they did the birthday stuff for her. I was like, oh, thank God. Like, you know, she has friends now. Like, maybe she can finally like not work things out with her mom or not need her mom anymore as much or something. And then they just fucking throw it up and they're like, oh, it was fake the whole time. I knew you were Von Teese. I was waiting just to build you back up to take you back down again. Think about it. Make her
that
think
was very Carrie. You ever seen that Carrie where they know that they don't really want her to be the homecoming queen, and then they let her up there only to pour the pig's blood on her head?
Isn't that like Heather too? That movie Heathers. So isn't it like Heathers? Is that what happened? I think it was like Heathers.
Oh yeah, the Jawbreakers.
Sorry, I'm just saying. Does she smell like the ship Dusty Bugles? Did she ask you if you wanted a bowl of Dusty Bugles, Wes? Here's a Dusty Bugles.
By the way, I contacted Brooks before Jen went to prison, and I said, "Can you make an orange jumpsuit for Jen when she goes in the prison?" And he didn't reply. He seen it but didn't reply. I was just like, Brooks, this is your lane making truck.
That's why you're not calling in. That's why you won't call us. You're in literally. I would love that. Like, you're not going to shout. I know. Literally, like the fact that you're in a bathtub talking to us right now about Meredith is iconic. You should literally record part of the podcast with them in the bathtub, and we just got to hear you bubbles. We just got to hear the
I like
bubbles.
what Weston said about screenshots. Where are the screenshots? They would have had more than those 3 screenshots they showed us last night if there was really more damaging stuff about the other ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
There was like what? Literally 3 screenshots. And what's the big deal? And was that even on Reality Von Teese, or was that messages?
It was like Twitter's, some kind of Twitter stuff, and like, oh my God. And all the screenshots of like messages of Von Teese to like other, like I guess the ones from Dana and all. It's just all Jen Shah. It's all Jen Shah. I don't think there's anything. I don't know what they're talking about. And I really hope Andy closes this up or like, you know, Andy has to like reel this in, listen to what the fuck. Well, it's over. They already recorded it, but I'm just saying, I really hope that he like thought about this deeply and thought, Jesus Christ, these women had nothing. Yes. In the very beginning, very, very beginning, I was happy they were kind of recreating like his like scenes from Beverly Hills. Remember, I was like, oh my God, it's a Beverly Hills scene. That's another Beverly Hills scene. I was like, look, if they want to be actresses, I'm for it because it's hilarious watching them try to do this. And then it turned into some real shit. Like now it's like, oh my God, this whole thing was fake the whole time. Like Heather literally acted like they're not legit. Oh my God, see, that pisses me off.
I felt so
down because they didn't even get a name.
When Angie K sent those horrible messages, I felt so sorry for Angie H. And I messaged her and asked saying if she did anything. Because I keep in contact
with Heather. Oh, okay. Reality Von Teese defending Heather from something Murillo said. So really, think about this. How fucked is this? They showed like shit that like literally nothing about what they were trying to make us think. They played in our heads and played our heads something about like like oh my fucking god, what were they screaming and yelling about? What were they screaming and yelling about her for then? What did they know or see? Like how dare you? And
what is Marillo?
For you, huh?
I'm wanting to know, what is Marillo? Is he gay? Is he just a stan? Or has he got like stalker issues with Jen? What is the deal with Marillo and Jen?
He's obsessed with her. I don't know. I thought he was on. I thought in the very beginning he was one of the people on Bontees. They cry. So look, productions, Shed Media is the one that did up.
He was friends with Monica. I know that, and they fell out.
It's so crazy. Why would these? All right, this is the funny thing. These people have a better chance of getting fame and clout by being friends with Monica and being in her life while she's on reality TV, other than going against her. This is what makes me funny. This is what makes me laugh. That these people out here that we see, right, with Jersey and all, the people that want to get on the show, we see the housewives, and then we see their thirsty friends, and then we literally watch the thirsty friends get mad, and then come to us thinking that that's going to create enough noise that that's going to get them on the show. And it's like, how can they realize by now that is all you are, is our minion? When you come to us being a snitch about your friend that you've known for 30 years or 40 years, and you just want to be messy and give up all her information because you think it's going to get you on a show, that's no. Like, just like what Tanisha's doing, all this like snitch shit, you're just doing a favor for us. You're doing us a favor and like by taking yourself out and proving us right. We're never going to be like, we want you on the show, Marillo. We want you on the show, Tanisha. Like, think about it. No, you're like literally stupid. Like, you just literally yelled at this girl for doing everything you did just to catch her into doing something she didn't do. Like, it's fucking ass backwards. And I really can't wait for Tanisha. I wish Tanisha or somebody would call this, literally come up here and debate this with me. Because if not, it's going to like literally come up here and say, explain to me why you think you're doing this. Like, why do you think, Tanisha, do you think that this is like you did something? Why do you think that you can prove she's Fontees? We already know that. You're not proving anything new. Nothing you gave us was new news, Monica. I mean, Tanisha. You just showed your call. You showed how stupid you look by literally working with Heather and being a little snitchy poo by recording her. By probably Heather probably said, yeah, go do it. Because if Heather didn't say go do it, why isn't she firing Tanisha?
I will say this, that interview what I watched with Marillo, the lady who was doing it, and there's no offense to her because I don't want to be shady to her, but it was very one-sided. And for me, an interviewer has got to be all open, no holds barred, finding out the truth. You know what I mean? Asking the question, not just being one-sided. And I just thought it was like an injustice, especially when you've got someone like Marillo on.
Marillo used to be her assistant. What did these people go from like housewife to housewife being assistants? Holy crap, man. You mean to tell me that, oh man, this is so fucking stupid. All this is a bunch of like, oh man, Heather just took these people and created like a whole Heather thinks she's good, man, and she's not.
Oh, Bond. He used to be Heather's assistant.
And
this is a very small pond.
And Jen's. Just like Tanisha, just like fucking Monica. So basically, they probably all were. Wait, Weston, wasn't Marillo a part of Vontees at one point? Why did I feel like he had a part in this at one point and then didn't? Monica basically replaced Marillo. But like, did he even get paid? Did he get paid by Jen? It's so crazy. And like, I don't blame people for wanting to work for the housewives. I would. I don't want to be one, but I'm saying like I would want to be in it. I would definitely want to be working for one of them and doing my thing.
All I can say is, Tanisha dropped them in it.
Hey, sister.
Tanisha is not smart. She dropped Heather right in it, and she confirmed everything what I was thinking all along with Bravo.
Heather just picks all the the leftovers and then tries to create a whole.
The thing is, Heather's played a hand, and she thought she was sneaky. She is dumb.
She's lucky. She's lucky she got away with it this long with Black Eye Gate. Now we're really pissed, and now we really hate you for it. We were over Black Eye Gate. I was over it on Ultimate Girls Trip. Why does that keep doing that? Do you guys see that? Do you see that flag?
One, I was like, Heather, we rooting for you. You're the underdog. Blah blah blah. But
me.
She's
Like,
not. Lisa Barlow was right. It's bad weather. Heather. She is the one, the troublemaker of the whole lot.
Well, thing is, like, how is she going to explain that she knew the whole time? How's she going to explain that to us after you literally screamed at the finale? After becoming friends with Monica, because you said you didn't know about Vontaze, right? Like, how could Judas we were your friend, but you knew the whole time? So how are you going to explain that now, Heather? Like, and how are you going to explain Black Eye Gate, the investigation, the insinuations? Now you're probably going to get sued. And then guess what? Bravo is going to be like, you got to go. We can't have you getting sued, girl. We can't have you doing shit like this. You're getting us in trouble. Because I don't, like, how did Andy would have never been okay with Heather lying and making this up. Because it just brings a bunch of stuff to them that they don't need. Like, now we're looking at Bravo like, what the fuck? Did you guys not know? Did you know? We're looking at Shed Media sideways like, wow. Do we even trust the housewife shows anymore? Because if we can't trust them showing us everything and then it's like crazy. How can we talk about it honestly? You know what I mean? How do we give honest perspective when you're hiding shit from us? Like stuff and then lying to us. Like, it's not reality when you do that. Why does that keep doing that? I feel like, why is my taking pictures or my cat? My thing's taking pictures. It's freaking me out.
Anyway, Chris.
Anyway, but sorry.
I'm going to drop down now.
Me too. 3.5 hours. I'm going to go too.
But I will say thank you for letting us up. And Weston, hope you're having fun.
Let's do it all again Friday, same time, same place, about Beverly Hills, though.
Weston, I hope you're having fun in the bathtub with your rubber ducky.
I know. I just want a picture. Please, like,
and
we're
just
messy over here, right? Yeah.
Everyone what came up and spoke on the panel, thank you. And also thank you even to Sebastian, even though he didn't have the same opinion, and Emmanuel, and they explained the reasons why. Finally, people are starting to explain the reasons why, and hopefully we've all learned something from it, because
I know. That's what I like about other opinions.
The way some of these blogging channels are going on is ridiculous.
Definitely good. Yes. She had to have lied, because they would have just, they literally said they had to, that costs money to do an investigation. It takes up time. And you lie about it. Like, you know, even Andy all year, he's like, I think Jen did it. I think Jen did it. Like, he didn't even, like, it blows my mind. He's got to be pissed. He's got to hate Heather at this point.
Heather lied about it. I know if
Yeah.
I lied about it, because it's blatantly obvious. It's blatantly obvious. She wanted that to happen on you. Because they didn't, at first, they probably not knowing that Monica was coming in until some time after. So she's hanging on that to keep the storyline going, which I predicted she would try and do 3 weeks ago. I said, she's not finished with Black Eye. She's going to try and make it a story. And she did right at the end before they cut everything. So I can read Heather like there's no tomorrow. She's an easy read. It's disappointing. I expected a bit more, but I will say Mary Cosby every season has been dropping crumbs in the confessionals, and the way she behaves towards the housewife is very telling, and no one has been picking up on it. And like I say, it's all fun. It's all fun to watch. It's been a great season.
I know it has. No matter what, it kept us busy, and it's keeping us busy still. It's keeping us up. Like, we would have, like, now I'm going to say 8, 9, 10, 11 hours. I think we should be, like, I think we need to stop. We need to go on the hills on Friday and not talk about Salt Lake after that, unless some stuff happens. I don't know. This was a good one, though.
Everyone, thank you and stay safe. I'm out.
Bye. Did you see what my sister said? But all right, guys. I know you guys are still watching. I don't know. We were talking about Salt Lake. The reunion chat was last night, and it's just a whole bunch of shit. It was a whole lie. Like, Heather made up a whole lie all season, and she tried to act like she did something. It was so crazy. You have to, Jen, watch it. See, she knows that Jen Shaw's taken 20 years off. This is my sister, by the way. She knows how, like, activated I get about this Jen Shaw shit. Like, we are, like, see, she makes us criminals look bad, right, Jen? I'm just kidding. She makes us felons look like bad. Like, I'm just kidding. We're not. She just made me look bad. I don't know. She's an asshole. The fact that we're still talking about her. Thank you. Love you. Look at me. I'm getting, like, really antsy. I had to go. But, yeah, I will see you guys on Friday, hopefully. I know. Why did they take her west? Why did they Yeah, I really believe she came on expecting an apology from every single one of them ladies, and she didn't get it. And I think once she didn't get an apology, she sat down with every single one of them, and they didn't apologize. And I think she expected it, and they didn't do it, and she left. Didn't want to film anymore, and I didn't blame her. But again, I think I wish she kind of went, thank you, Aaron, for doing all the links too, and being my mod and being here, all of you. I love all of you so much. Yeah, guys, it's been 11 and a half hours now, and we still haven't gotten an answer on where's those DMs that they led us up to. I asked Monica, please, Wes, please, like somebody over there in Salt Lake, please bring us some proof of what we were so mad at Monica for. Like, what were we so mad at Meredith for? Like, and please tell me this is the last year we got to talk about Jen Shaw. Yes, please come back. You guys go. You guys, all the links are in the chat, but I'm going to make sure they go in the description of everybody's channels and podcasts that was on here and on my thing. Always to podcast side. If you stayed this long, I love you. Thank you for that. There's that flash again, Mamir. If you watch back, there's flashes through this. Look, there it is. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. Because I heard that iPhone takes pictures of you every 5 seconds. Not that I care, but I'm just saying. It's weird. All right, Shen, what are you doing? Will you come over or something? That's my sister. I gotta talk to my sister. What are you doing, Shen? Come over. I know. I'm so glad that you, Wes. I saw you in the Instagram one. And I can't tell, I don't know what's going on with Instagram Live. I don't know how to use it. If I do and nobody's on it, I don't know. My hair is a mess. I'm a mess. I will call you in a little bit. Shen, I need you to come over. Look at the wallpaper. Wait, look at the new wallpaper. Look. Yes. So pretty. Okay. There's shrooms in with them. All right, I love you. Oh my God, you're mad at Garcelle today? Wait, was it on last night? It wasn't on yet, was it? Beverly Hills? Is there something that's going on? Yeah, nice to meet you. I love it. Because listen, when people live in the area, like, you know, we have a representative of Salt Lake here and the Salty Lake podcast. Please definitely come back on Friday. Say same time, same place. I will be here on Friday. And Beverly Hills should be interesting. Hopefully no more Denise stuff, but there's that flash again. I don't know what the fuck's happening. It's not coming from these lights, I know that, but it's so cute. Oh yeah, the sign. I say the sign. Guys, where do you see the sign? Oh my God, do I look higher? Oh, the thing with the Heather with the eye thing. Shannon, go back, my sister. She saw a picture of my eye. I didn't show everybody, but because it was so bad. But Heather's eye looks like my eye did. Shannon, tell me that Heather's eye doesn't look like that. And you know mine was from Botox and lashes. It started from that. And Heather's eye looks like she got punched in the face. That's what my eye looked like. I didn't realize that. Because I don't think Jen did it. That flash is weird. It's been going on the entire time. And I just saw a thing about iPhone. And I'm like, well, oh my God, why did they take a picture of me? But no big deal. But like, why? That flash is weird. But everybody on Twitter, hello. Twitter. A lot of people on Facebook and stuff. All right, guys. I always do this. You hang up first. No, I'll hang up first. Yeah. 2 years, guys. 2 years. And I guarantee, wait, if we go back to the who's, oh my God. I'm going to bring up who started you on from either last year or the year before. And see what our, listen, I'm probably saying the same shit that I'm saying right now. And that's what's going to freak out. It is. It's definitely Wi-Fi. I don't know. Somebody's taking a picture of me. All right, guys, I'm going to go because I'm going to actually shut the camera down. All right, Sean, I'm going to call you as soon as I hang up. You got my message, right? I'm in help. I need help. It's a whole thing. All right, guys, I love you. See you on Friday. Hopefully I'll be in this wall and I'll have the new furniture that never came yesterday. And I'm still mad about it. Okay, I will call you now. I love you. AI, I know. It's freaking me out. Siri, I love you. You're the best thing ever. Siri, are you taking pictures of me? Are you taking pictures of me? Hi, Siri. She opens up my camera. I love you, Siri. I'll talk to you later. All right, guys. Thank you for everything. And make sure you do all the things, okay? Bye.